Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this, taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1Live Stew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
It's Friday, and I'm ready to slang. Pick up my girls and hit the party lane tonight. Oh, it's alright.
And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It's your guys, the Two Live Stews. He's Dougie. I'm Ryan. But together, we're the Stews. And this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning. Yes. Good morning to Raymond Sutton, the 48-27. They're great. St. Louis wrong. Why not _2403? And today's honorable mention goes to someone that Doug and I care for daily. Tree, not so much, but the great Earl McDowell Jr. in the building. Good morning to all of them, and good morning to you, Dougie Stew. How you feeling this morning, sir?
I'm good, man. You throwing darts already, huh?
No darts.
You do know that Tree hates Earl McDowell Jr.
Right. And listen, tell the truth. I tell the truth on this show.
Why would you say something like that, man? Man, I'm great, man. How about you, sir?
Absolutely fantastic. I got a list of things to get into before you set up today's show. Thank y'all for joining us. Shouts out to everybody at WGPR. Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building. Big things popping with those cats at the Sports Rap Network. We appreciate y'all. What up, though, Detroit? Yeah. Before you set up the show, a few things I want to say.
Let me just say this, man. The reason I got the shades on early this morning, man, I had a couple of cocktails yesterday. So
good for you.
Eyes extra droopy today. I'll tell you about why I had the cocktails.
At home or where?
Back in Atlanta. Well, real quick. Okay. Shouts out. Happy birthday to my boy Ron Simmons. Geechee Ron.
Good morning, Ron. Good morning, bro.
He had a little
the young old bros. Good morning, bro.
He had a little set out at the former Sharon Showcase. I don't know what they call it now, but it's over there in Decatur. They don't call it Sharon Showcase now.
No.
But he had a little birthday party, him and another dude. He turned 57, I think.
Okay.
Me and the man go back to Foot Action USA, our very first jobs out of college.
Wow.
1993. Chucktown, Charleston, South Carolina, Citadel Mall. That's my 50 grand. Happy birthday, Ronald.
Happy birthday, Ron. All right, before we get started, real quick, okay, before you set the show up. Falcons fans. All right. Oh, I forgot to load the darn jersey. Falcons fans. I'll just do it like this since I forgot to load the jersey. I'm wearing Falcons paraphernalia because I want to make sure that you understand No matter what is said on this platform today, I have no beef with you. I have no beef with y'all. I come in peace, Falcons fans. I come in peace. As a matter of fact, I come in peace to the extent of this.
That's Brian Scott. That's our cousin.
Yeah. Former Falcon, Brian Scott. Okay? His name is on the back and all. B. Scott, 24. I like to think that he wore 24 because, I wore it in high school and in college. And he played ball also and came up, I think my influence made him get the number 24. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I apologize. You about to ask a question?
No, I was going to say, do you realize that Brian played more years in Buffalo than he did in Atlanta?
Yes.
Did you realize that?
Yes.
We had a little we were together this past summer, a little business excursion, and I looked up I was telling somebody about him, and I looked up his Wikipedia, and I believe that he had more years in Buffalo than he did in Atlanta, which Atlanta drafted him.
No question.
But why are you apologizing to Atlanta Falcons fans?
I didn't apologize. No, I ain't apologizing for nothing.
It sounds like you're apologizing before you even have to apologize. You're just getting it out there.
I am under the impression.
Doesn't have anything to do with Kevin Stefanski, does
I am under the impression that I will be saying some things today that aren't liked by Falcons fans. And I want y'all to know
By some of them.
I have no beef.
You're going to say some things today that some of the Falcons fans are going to take umbrage to.
Speaking of the Falcons, while doing some research this weekend, I went down a rabbit hole. Did you know that Tyreek Hill is from Pearson, Georgia? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, damn.
Where'd you think he was from, Florida?
I thought he was from Florida.
Yeah. Because he got kind of like a Miami attitude. Like he the best, he the greatest athlete in the world.
No
and then he
question.
played for the Dolphins.
While talking about Tyreek and going down that rabbit hole, Tree, can you come on? Good morning. Can you come on, Tree?
Yeah,
I won't have you here long. You're muted. Your mic is muted.
You must have turned it off. Hi, good morning.
I probably did. Good morning, Tree. Good morning. Tree, while going down a rabbit hole with Tyreek Hill, I read that a judge has denied Keita Vaccaro's request to raise her child support from Tyreek Hill from $5.5 thousand per month to nearly $38,000 per month.
Wait, $5.5 thousand, $5,500.
She gets $5,500 a month right now, and she went to the judge asking for $38,000.
$5,500 is very low, I thought, in relative terms.
For
to
that,
a celebrity.
Very low is $5,000.
Yeah. But again, and I've said I'm gonna start pushing out some of Doug's from the Doug Stewart show stuff. I used to get in trouble. He used to get upset with me, but I've said this before. Her lifestyle, the lifestyle that he started her off with, she should still be able to maintain that.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
He laid down.
Yeah, she should have.
He got on top of her.
She should have done what he was asking her to do if she wanted to keep that lifestyle.
Wow.
Tyreek voluntarily paid over $700,000, including $500,000 in legal fees, $100,000 for a car allowance, lump sums, child support, nearly $20,000 per month for her condo. The judge pointed red flags to $198,000 Bentley purchase that Ms. Vaccaro made.
Wait,
you got to turn that in.
See, you did not lead with that. You led with what led me to believe.
I get to lead. I get to lead with what I want.
Well, that's gonna make me change my mind about my former.
She out there buying Bentleys, and you want her to get more money? She should keep the lifestyle. Now, all I'm saying is this: the reason why I brought this up before we move on.
It's very strange. You just brought this up from nowhere. Go ahead.
The last two shows, it has been presented that men should not receive any alimony, and my point has always been, when the shoe was on the other foot, y'all will fight tooth and nail to say she deserves this, she deserves that. She buying Bentleys with that man money. Stop it.
Well, Tree would say that she's used to driving Bentleys, so she should have a Bentley. Is that right, Tree?
Well,
I would, but again,
Right.
he told the story as backwards. Like, lead with all of the facts before
Right.
you get my opinions.
I
Now,
didn't-
$5,000 is still really cheap.
Right.
You know, I got a good chunk from a regular man,
Right.
like not a celebrity.
So is Tyreek an alien?
Me
I'm
neither.
confused. Is Tyreek an alien?
I'm saying 5,000 feels low to a girl
Hey.
that got half of that every month.
Hey Tree, good morning, and I hope you had a
Morning.
great weekend this morning.
I
Good
did.
seeing you.
Thanks for asking.
Looking forward to a great show, Tree. Looking forward to a great show.
That was on
second
your
thing.
heart, huh, man?
Well, we talked about it for the last 2 shows, and it's not fair for so and so. Mary J got to pay him. Well, the breadwinner typically has to come out their pocket, and
Right.
no one's up in arms or no one's pissed off when the woman can go buy go spend 200 grand on a Bentley, but
Right.
she's seeking $38,000.
Like, listen. So I went through the whole child support thing.
I know. I remember. And
21
that's one
years.
reason why I feel so strong about it. I remember that.
And yeah, man, I've always felt like you should have itemized receipts. I'm talking about the mother. The
Come on.
mother should have itemized receipts every month of what they spent on the child, and that's what you should get.
Yep.
That's what you should get. You
Now,
If
not,
the-
not,
if the
not,
sports
not for your,
child-
not for your Birkin bags, not for your
No.
red bottoms, not for
Matter
that.
of fact, nothing. Like your
Okay.
utilities, the
The
house
child.
payment,
No,
whatever,
no,
whatever.
No, the child lives in the house.
Well, that's
you,
true.
Y'all,
Okay, so
y'all
take
should
it back.
split. Y'all should split that.
Right. Any money that goes towards a child,
Okay.
you should come up with that tally, and I should send you half of that money.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
it. All
right.
the other extra stuff that shouldn't be part of child support.
The football has been great this weekend. This is the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, Two Live Stews experience. Before we get into some other things, the football has been great this weekend.
He is not an attractive guy. He is paying for the kid.
I don't want to get into all of that. That's not a him decision either. That's a her decision to lay down with him.
He do look like a little gremlin, though, kind of sort of. He does have gremlin qualities about himself.
Right.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
Okay. Sir, I have PTSD when it comes to football.
Mm-hmm.
It just dawned on me, and I hadn't played since 2000.
Right.
It
Long
just
time.
dawned
It's
on me
crazy.
that while I'm watching games,
Uh-huh.
every time someone fumbles, I go, ball!
Please tell me you're not doing that in your house, man.
Yes.
Huh?
This past Saturday, I watched the football games in the room. JP was in the room sleeping, and every time the ball hit the turf, there was nothing I could do about it. I scream out, ball, because you're trained to do that in the National Football League. You're
So
trained
listen-
to do that in college. You're trained to do that in
So
high
listen.
school.
Listen, I didn't know you were going to say that. But you know what? Every single time a bad pass is thrown and I think a defensive back is going to make a play, I scream out, Oski! Oski! And I haven't played defensive back since
Hey, man.
since being in football.
Hey, man, that's PTSD.
Oski.
They put so much stuff on us that we have to remember and that we have to do. Even though when you're not playing ball, you can't shake that stuff down.
No, don't call it PTSD. Call it, just repetition, man.
Okay,
Just repetition.
all right. That's fine.
Speaking of which, shouts out to Kobe Durant, defensive back for the St. Louis Rams, or not St.
Yep.
Louis Rams.
I'm almost done too.
The Los Angeles Rams, 2 INTs last night. Guess where he went to school at?
What'd you
South
say?
Carolina State.
Oh,
Shouts out
Bulldogs.
to the team for the I keep wanting to say St. Louis Rams. For the
Bulldogs.
Los Angeles Rams, Kobe Durant, big game last night.
Falcons fans, quick reminder, I have on Falcons paraphernalia. And I come in peace. All right, Doug, before you set the show up, 2 more quick things. All right. I finished watching His and Hers. It's only 6 episodes. And all I'm going to say is, wow, y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it.
What
It's-
channel?
it's-
What streaming service? Netflix?
Netflix, I believe. I believe it's
Okay.
Netflix.
Uh-huh.
But I fell asleep on it a couple times. Ended up watching it with the wife this weekend. And okay, we talked about it last week. Very good show. And my last thing,
Mhm.
before you get into setting up today's show, the kids today are just different. Miles comes home Friday. He's a skateboard guy. He's an X game guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of skateboard shops that he goes to and he frequents here in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has a concert monthly where local bands will come and play. Miles gets home after school and goes, "Hey, Dad, would it be okay if I drove to the skate shop this evening?" I said, "What's going on at the skate shop?" He goes, "Oh, one of the bands, local bands is playing, bands called so-and-so, so-and-so, and me and a couple of friends are going to meet up there." I'm like, Miles, I've taken you there for the last 2 years, like monthly. I think it's really cool that you want to drive yourself to the skateboard shop to watch the bands this evening. What time is it, Miles? He said it was going to start about 7:30. I said, "Son, yes, you can go. Please be careful." He goes, "Okay." That was 3:30. At 6:30, he comes upstairs and says, "Remember now, new car, just got a license a week ago, 2 weeks ago, got his own liberties. I'm giving him permission to go to this concert with his friends." 2 hours later, he comes upstairs, "Hey, Dad, I changed my mind. I don't think I'm going to the skate shop tonight." I said, "Oh, you got better plans?" He goes, "No, I'm tired. I'm just going to stay home." The fuck? Really?
He's much more responsible than we were.
I would have left just to leave.
Right.
Even if I didn't want to go. There's nothing y'all could have done to keep me out them streets. Miles said, "I'm good. I'm tired. I'm going to stay home."
Let me ask you a question, man.
Question.
And listen, don't take this the wrong way.
Okay, yes.
So are you telling me, like when you were in high school, they had the jocks, they had the nerds,
Yes.
they had I don't know, people in the agriculture club, they had people in the Dungeons and Dragons. We were talking a lot about Dungeons and Dragons lately.
Yes.
Is Miles part of the skateboard boys?
Yes. Not only
his little clique are all guys that walk around with them big ass baggy jeans.
Yes.
And they have a skateboard under their head.
Yes.
In a book bag.
Yes.
Like
And
Kanye West, like the book bag boys, like Kanye and them.
And his rock band comes over here to practice weekly because he's the only one in the rock band that has his own set of drums. So his rock band comes over here. And as a matter of fact, they're coming today. They're going to be here tonight while I'm watching the game.
He's part of a rock band
that he started. He is not Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. He is not like us. He's different.
My nephew.
And I love it.
My nephew is eclectic.
He's awesome.
He's eclectic.
Man.
He's just a different dude.
I took up the whole first segment. I'm sorry, sir. Please do what you got to do. I'm sorry.
When we get back from the break, man, we're going to talk about Kevin Stefanski, your new head coach in Atlanta. Your new head coach. Oh, my God.
I thought you had to show proficiency to advance.
You had to show proficiency to advance to the next section. Yes, that's what it used to be.
All right. Falcons fans, I come in peace. I got on Falcons gear. I come in peace.
How you shit the bed? You shit up your job. So analogy, your bed and your job. You shit up your job, and you get a better job.
That's out to WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. Y'all keep it locked, man. We'll talk about the Falcons' new head coach up next. My Lord. Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ, the all-natural weight chews, cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, don't nobody want this ugly ass nigga, bro, man. Get your ass on, bro. The Atlanta Falcons do not fuck with the city, bro. Y'all nigga went and did that, bro, on 32, bro. What the fuck, bro? All the shit you did to Shador, bro. We don't want your ass, bro. We want Shador, ugly ass nigga. The fuck? Then y'all don't went and got Matt as the fucking VP. And this the first decision you gonna do, nigga? What the fuck is going on in the city? See, that's why I be over there with the Hawks, bro. They don't do stupid ass shit. I mean, they might do some questionable shit, but they don't do stupid ass shit like that. But you crazy. Hey, bro, go get Shador, bro. We don't want your ass, bro. The hell? Right, man, what the fuck y'all nigga beat? Nigga, no wonder I woke up with my head itching, bro. No wonder it feel like I got mane in my head, bro. Cause y'all doing stupid ass shit like that, bro. Look at him. He looking like, yep, I'm not gonna do shit down here either. I hate all you black sons of bitches. This is some bullshit, bro. For real.
Shouts out to the homie DC Young Fly with the fresh take on Stefanski being the new head coach of your Atlanta Falcons. Falcons fans, I have on the gear. I come in peace.
We got the Ollie report coming up a little bit later. Entertainment news by Ollie Michelle. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
I ate up the first segment, so I'm going to say one. After you finish doing what you're doing, resetting, I'm going to say one thing, and then you go ahead and take off. But you go ahead, and then I'll say the one thing, and then we'll finish. I can't wait to talk about this.
Check out twolivestewstore.com. That's twolivestewstore.com. And also, if you'd like to donate to the show, we would greatly appreciate it. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. And depending on when you're watching the show, there's a dollar symbol or a heart symbol. Click on that, and you can donate to the show. $5, $500, $5,000. Once again, we would greatly appreciate it.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to tell you Matt Ryan was not the man for this damn job.
Wait, I didn't say he was the man for the job. That's not the debate we had about Matt Ryan.
Nope. I don't want to hear it. Nope.
Wait a minute. Nope. You're trying to make this sound like I agreed with them bringing on Matt Ryan as this
I tried to tell you that he was not the man for this job. I tried to tell you that this was the kind of things that was going to happen. I tried to tell you he did not exhibit the leadership qualities as a player that you want to turn around a few years after he leaves and give him a job he's not qualified for. I tried to tell you he wouldn't push back. He would not make the right decisions. And this is just the first of many screw-ups to come for Falcons fans.
How you got the job title of, what's he, president of football?
Yes, president of football operations.
A made-up title, okay? And I think that's the basis of my whole point is they made up a title just to bring him back into the organization, to be a figurehead, to be out there as the guy that's making these moves. We love Matt Ryan, so if Matt Ryan does it, the fan base is not going to get that mad. That's the whole mindset.
The made-up title now has allowed you, not you, Falcons fans, the made-up title has now allowed Falcons fans to bring in a new coach that was worse than the coach they fired.
Not only that, you bring in the coach and you still don't technically have a GM. Now, it appears that Matt Ryan is the GM based on how this went down, but you bring in the coach without a GM.
You can't
after going through what we've gone through over the last couple of years, you bring in the coach before. Here we go. Kevin Stefanski and Raheem Morris comparisons the last two seasons.
Look at this.
8 wins for Stefanski, 26 losses, 16 wins for Raheem, the Dream, and 18 losses, 47% winning percentage compared to 23%, man. Like DC Young Fly, what the fuck? Let me say this one thing. Let me say this one thing before I forget it.
Yes.
In all of the talk about the Falcons getting rid of Raheem and interviewing people, and this guy's as a candidate, the Falcons have this relationship. I don't remember in the last 2 weeks since he's been fired that we ever considered or thought they were going to hire Stefanski.
No one ever said that name for
No one ever said that in the last 2 weeks.
Why would they when he sucks? Let me say this, man. Let me say this. This may ultimately end up being Arthur Blank's best hire yet.
What?
It may be. It
Huh?
may be, man. It may be.
Remember
It may
Scooby-
be.
Huh?
He could turn around. He could turn around and win 10 to 12 games a year and go through the playoffs every year.
Yeah,
However, he don't deserve the opportunity based upon what he just did at his last job.
Right. That's what I was
Where
gonna
they
say.
do that at?
That's what I was going to say. Anything could happen. Absolutely anything could happen. But he shouldn't get the opportunity.
No.
He shouldn't get this opportunity. That's the point.
Um,
That's the point, man. And here's the
um,
thing. Like DC Young Fly said in a little video, like we don't F with you like that. This is Atlanta. This is the home of Deion Sanders. He's probably either one or two as far as most popular players to ever play for the franchise. And you bring in the guy that shit all over his son, I don't think has anything to do with race. You bring in the guy that shit on his son, on Deion Sanders' son for an entire year. We don't F with you like that, bruh.
you go Flacco first, who I was in favor of over everyone else. I'm not going to back down on that. Going Flacco to start the season was the right decision because of his body of work. You say, oh, this isn't working. Let's go with this Gabriel guy. You bring in the Gabriel guy and he's terrible, and you leave him in there to be terrible, and then he gets hurt. Thank goodness, but I hate to say that. So you're forced to bring in Shador.
It was a shit
And
show.
clearly everybody, after Shador takes the starting spot, everybody sees that had Shador had the reps in minicamp, had Shador had the reps in training camp, had Shador had the reps in preseason, the season probably would have been entirely different. But Kevin Stefanski is the one that mismanaged the assets.
Right.
So you bring him here?
I agree. Here's the thing, man. We love Deion. So we look at Shador. I think a lot of the fan base, a lot of Deion's fans, once again, there's a connection between Deion, his son, and the city. That's not good for publicity. A lot of fans in this city are probably going to look, or probably have been looking at Shador kind of like our nephew. You see what I'm saying?
I see 100%.
We kind of look at this guy as a nephew. So you bring the guy in that shit on him for an entire year. And here's the other thing about it, too, that's bad. It's just bad all the way around. The other thing about this, too.
There's nothing about this that is copacetic. There's nothing about this that is good. Nothing.
Listen. A lot of the players on the team that watch what happened in Cleveland this year and how they dragged Shador the entire season and made him grovel and basically wanted to make him get on his knees and kowtow and humble himself. A lot of the players on this team watched that this year and didn't like it either. So they're going to have some type of perception about this guy when he comes into the locker room already established. In their mind, they could be like, this the guy that shit on this dude the entire year. We ain't dumb. We watched it just like everybody else.
So you brought a proven loser in. And yes, he won Coach of the Year 2 times. Yes, he took the Browns to the playoffs with 5 different quarterbacks at one point in time. Yes, I'm not saying he's going to lose and he may not win. But what I'm saying is the last 2 years, he went 8-26.
Listen.
And you don't give him another opportunity with your franchise after showing you the last 2 years. He couldn't do it.
I'm going to
He
take it further.
didn't do it.
I'm going to take it a little bit further, and you're watching the Two Live Shoes experience. You just kind of like listed his accolades. You're right. Maybe he does deserve another opportunity. There's a lot of coaches that didn't do well their first time.
Wait, no, as a coordinator, not as your head coach.
Hold on. I'm taking a little bit further. There's a lot of coaches that weren't successful their first time out, came back the second, third time, were much better. The name comes to mind, Bill Belichick. I understand that. Maybe he gets a job somewhere else, but not in Atlanta. That may work. You may be a franchise that he could work for, but there's just too many bad components to this deal to bring him here to this city with the background, with Dion. It just
no
doesn't
doubt
make
in-
sense.
When they were talking about, all the talking heads were mentioning Stefanski for these other jobs, and I kept saying, that's just these people trying to look out for their people.
Right.
How are you mentioning Kevin Stefanski for one of these 9 jobs when he's leaving the Browns after winning 8 games in 2 years? How the hell does he get the gig? He has to be a coordinator to show proficiency to get another head coaching job.
Once again, in the last 2 weeks since they fired Raheem Morris, I haven't heard his name come up one. No fan even said that would be nobody from Atlanta even thought that. And this is your boy. Put the meme back up with Matt Ryan tree, and you're watching the 2 Last Tuesday tree.
Yeah,
This is
I
your
told
boy
you.
first
I tried to tell you.
major decision.
I tried to
We
tell
are
y'all.
thrilled to land a lead by example leader.
I went crazy last week when they mentioned that job for Matt Ryan. I lost it on this same platform. What are you doing, Arthur Blank?
And Kevin Stefanski, who brings a clear vision for his staff, our team, and a closely aligned focus on building this team on fundamentals, toughness, and active collaboration with every area of the football operation.
It's important I say
This
this.
is the first thing that you do, Matt.
It's important I say this.
This is the first thing you do, Matt, when you come back to the organization. This is what you do.
It's important I say this. Okay? He ultimately might win. However, I told y'all, I'm not an I told you so guy. I am not. But damn it, I told y'all that was a terrible hire. And listen, everybody said, oh, okay, well, when I posted that on Facebook, okay, Ryan, well, who would you want? A, I didn't do the research to hire the coach. But B, if I couldn't get Harbaugh, if I couldn't get Tomlin, then next in line, I'm going to NFL.com, I'm pulling up standings, and I'm looking at every team that won 12 or more games, and then I'm going to contact their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator to start.
Mm-hmm.
That's my starting point.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But there's no way in the world where I'm going to bring a guy in or even consider a guy that has won 8 games in the last 2 years when the guy we just let go did infinitely better than that.
You know what, man?
I told you Matt Ryan was a terrible hire.
You know what, man? And it comes down.
He ain't making no decisions. The hell he ain't.
Listen. And there's a lot of people that basically alluded to that this was a racial thing. I said it earlier, I think, and I'm going to say it again.
That has not come out of my mouth.
It can't be anything racial because Kevin Stefanski was happy with and applauded probably half of their roster of black people, black dudes.
Yep.
So it's not that. But
Well,
the entire point, I'm going to put a bow on this, and I'm reiterating it one more time because I think it's that important.
Two Last Tuesday experience.
He may turn out to be a great coach, but it shouldn't be in this city.
Right.
Because of the relationship, because of Dion, but because how he did Dion's son. We're not stupid. This isn't magic. We watch what you did to Shador. And it's too personal. It hits too close to home in this city. Maybe you get a job somewhere else in the other 31 teams in the NFL. But you can't get the head coaching job in Atlanta with what you did this year. No. It's Falcons, 60. It's the Falcons falconing. This is the type of shit they do for the last 30 years I've been here.
You just mentioned race, and that's something that has nothing to do with my thought process. However, where does the Rooney Rule come in play? What's the purpose of the Rooney Rule? The Rooney Rule states you got to give one ninja an opportunity to interview for your open position. Did they do that?
Maybe they did. We haven't heard about it. Maybe they did. And what they usually do for that, they just grab an assistant that they know they're not going to give the job to, and they interview him for 30 minutes and tell him he can leave. That's all they do.
But when that assistant comes in, if he wows them a la Raheem Morris, he may end up with an opportunity. Or the word may pass from this management to another management. Hey, we talked to that ninja that was the defensive coordinator for so-and-so, and he did an outstanding interview. If you want to apply or abide by that Rooney Rule, I recommend you talking to him. Then that ninja goes in there, and they're like, oh, this ninja knows what he's talking about. This ninja's got a plan.
That's exactly what happened with Mike Tomlin 19 years ago. Now, it's a little different because the Steelers, the Rooney Rule, okay, the owners of the Pittsburgh Steelers forever, it's a little bit different with them. It's a little bit more sincere with the Pittsburgh organization. Mike Tomlin came in, and when Mike Tomlin got the job and they announced it, nobody knew who Mike Tomlin was. But you're right. They probably brought somebody in and they interviewed him for 15 minutes. They knew good and well they weren't going to give him to suffice the Rooney Rule. And you're right. They're supposed to interview at least one black candidate for every head coaching job in the NFL.
There's 3 coordinators on every team: special teams coordinator, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. Find one of those 3 guys on the last 4 to 6 teams to 8 teams that was in the playoffs this year. Don't go get a retread that did not do anything with his last opportunity.
From Deanna77, I love Deion. I don't think it's that deep with Shador's situation for me. I think he didn't handle the situation correctly. Who didn't handle it correctly? Deion? Or what does she mean? She doesn't think he handled the situation correctly. Who was he?
Deion openly mentioned several times teams that his son would not play for.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that set him back. I'm not going to argue. I won't argue with Deanna at all.
But guess what? My point still stands. Let some other team hire Stefanski. It's just too much bad karma in that whole situation, tying it into Deion, the greatest player in this organization's history.
Deanna said Stefanski. She said Stefanski. To answer your question, she said Stefanski.
Okay.
There's 62 other coordinators that are offense and defense in this league. Interview one of them. Do your due diligence with them. Again, I'm not an I told you so kind of guy, but last week I lost my lid when they gave Matt Ryan that position. I lost it.
You did.
I lost it, and I told you it wouldn't work. He won't push back. He won't fight the system. And he had to show me the leadership skills that you want in that position. And what does he do with his first opportunity? Let this shiggity happen.
Well, that's
Stefanski.
That's the point I made to you when we were talking about this at first.
Your point was wrong.
My point was he's not the GM.
Right.
But evidently he is the GM.
Because they don't have a GM.
Hold on. When they bring in a GM, is the GM really going to be the GM? Or is he just a figurehead for Matt Ryan to play as a puppet?
Let's dig a little bit deeper. How many good GMs in hiring that are looking for GM jobs, or you may want to talk to, that's going to say, no thanks, y'all hire Stefanski. Oh, good.
No. It's not that it's Matt Ryan hired Stefanski. The way it comes across in the story, Matt Ryan made this decision. That's the way it comes across.
My point is, when it's time to hire a real GM to run the team, the real GMs ain't going to want to touch the Falcons because of that hire prior to him.
Exactly. No, well, I agree with you, but my point is, I think any guy they bring in for the GM position is going to say, I'm not really the GM, Matt's really the GM. I don't have any power. Matt Ryan has the power. He's clearly the GM, but they gave him another title. What's the point? Why they give him another title? Just call him the GM.
There were some amazing games played this past weekend in the NFL. Up next in the doghouse with the Two Line Stews on your Two Line Stews experience. We'll get into these games. I'm sorry, Falcons fans. I come in peace, but I'm telling the truth. Bad move, Matt Ryan.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. Don't go away, Two Line Stews. Yeah, Matt Ryan is really the GM. He's acting as the GM. He picked the coach. He picked the coach. Clearly, he picked the coach. He liked this coach. That's what it says.
It's mind-blowing.
He's a spokesperson for the team, the organization.
He's tired
of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
No more auditions today, fellas. Next week. Yo, what's up, man? I said no more auditions, man. Stupid stuff.
Sorry, man. Auditions are over today, all right? You got to come back next week. Maybe we can work something out, all right?
Box.
Yeah! Good morning, world. It's your boys. The Two Live Dudes, Dustin and Ryan. So with the makeup of those dudes, this is your Two Live Dudes experience. Shouts out to the great people of Detroit, Michigan. WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in the building. Y'all make sure you download the Sports Rap Network app and see all that we got cooking.
All day long today, we got choice cuts from LL Cool J.
That's a good one there. That's a good one there. That's a good one there.
That's the first time, I believe, that's the first time that anybody ever saw LL Cool J. Like on a national worldwide stage in the movie Crush Groove. So shouts out to him. We got choice cuts once again coming all day long. The Denver Broncos defeated the Buffalo Bills 33-30 in a dramatic overtime AFC divisional round playoff game at Empower Field at Mile High. It was a back and forth game, real sloppy game. And Bills go home, man. Josh Allen, 4 turnovers by his damn self.
Yep.
2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and the fumbles were really bad.
Amen. Josh Allen is an amazing talent. Josh Allen is one of the best football players in the National Football League and one of the best specimens we've ever seen at the quarterback position. That being said, if I hear one more talking head on TV talk about how he tries so hard and accidentally makes these mistakes trying to get his team to win, I don't know what I'm going to do.
You know, I went to the crib this weekend, and as soon as the game was over,
excuses.
Our Uncle Donnie absolutely hates the ground that Josh Allen walks on. And as soon as the game was over, my phone rang, and I told you, Doug, are they going to stop this big thing about Josh Allen? He sucked today. I was like, Donnie, he you're right. He had a horrible day.
Listen, I took the Denver Broncos in that game because Buffalo was beat down. Buffalo didn't have all of their receivers. Buffalo was missing the tight end. Buffalo was missing O lineman, D lineman. Buffalo was injured big. Buffalo had to travel to Denver and play in that altitude where every time they came off the field, they ran to a table and put an oxygen tank on their nose so they could try to regulate their breathing.
Right.
I knew it wouldn't be easy, but Josh Allen gave the ball away 4 times. If that was Lamar, if that was Dakota Prescott, if that was anybody else in the National Football League, the world would be outraged. I'm not hearing the outrage, sir.
What's the big offensive tackle that played for the Jets and for the that does the commentating now on the Puppet Factory? Woody, is it Woody something?
Yes.
It was him and Herm Edwards.
Damian Woody.
It was him and Herm Edwards yesterday morning on the early Puppet Factory Sports Center. I'm coming back from South Carolina, and like he just falls over himself, man. I guess they got that in the meeting that they need to fall over themselves for Josh Allen.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying, I've never said Josh Allen ain't a good player, but they try to diminish Lamar at the benefit of Josh Allen.
Every time.
Oh,
yeah, and it's the same Josh Allen that took Lamar's 3rd MVP away from him last year.
Right.
And in a year where there's no Lamar, where there's no Mahomes, where there's no Joe Burrow, You do this to Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. You give the ball away 4 times. It was you, son.
Right.
It was you.
And then after the game, he crying, trying to get these crocodile tears. Man, nobody want to see you crying. You shit us today. You shit up the bed today.
Post that video of him crying behind the podium, and I said, had Lamar been behind the podium crying, we would not accept it like that.
Right.
Y'all would trash him.
Right. Y'all would trash him. The media would trash him.
You crying after you had a terrible game. The media talked about how passionate Josh Allen was because of those crocodile tears.
You're supposed to cry. You shit up the bed. What do you mean? I'm looking at this guy and he's crying. I'm like, come on, bruh. Seriously?
You had 117 yards rushing by Cook. You had 66 yards rushing yourself, Josh. But you had 2 interceptions. You had 2 fumbles. You just didn't do things right. And in the foul clutch of circumstance, when it mattered the most, that's when you threw it to the wrong people.
Right.
In the foul clutch of circumstance, when it mattered the most, that's when you slung the ball on the ground 2 times.
Even though the game was close to the end, 30-30, it was a comeback. Like, even though they had all their turnovers, they still were in position to win the game at the very end. Could you imagine what they would have been saying today if they would have come back and won that game? They would have been ready to put the guy in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine if they came back and won that game, man.
I got a crazy stat to share with you.
Okay.
Because I watch turnovers. And as turnovers start adding up in these games, that's when I'll jump on my guy's site and do a live bet. Sir, I heard a stat over the weekend that said, prior to this weekend, in the division around in the playoffs, teams with 3+ turnovers or more was 1 in 85 in games.
Yes. You lose a turnover battle, you usually lose.
3 or more turnovers in a divisional round means you lose.
Yes.
So this past weekend, there were 2 ball games where I made live bets. One was the Denver game. After the 3rd turnover, I went and took a live bet on the money line and put a chunk of money on it because 1 in 85, there's no way he can win. And then last night's game with Chicago. After their 3rd turnover, I went and put a gang of money on the money line for the Rams. You can't come back from 3 to 4 turnovers against the best teams in the league.
Right. One quick thing about this, Bo Nix breaks a bone in his ankle. They said on the second to the last play, which is amazing to me. I thought if you broke a bone, you can't walk. He played another couple snaps.
Adrenaline.
He didn't even have a pronounced limp. Did you
Adrenaline.
notice that?
I tore my meniscus in the 3rd quarter of the Arizona game my junior year. I finished the game and had two caused fumbles, several tackles. I finished the game. But the minute the game was over and I got in the shower and took a shower and came and sat down in my locker, when I stood back up, I fell on the ground.
Right. Wow.
Adrenaline is why Bo wasn't limping and hurting after he messed that ankle up in that game.
So going to be real tough for them this coming week. But the other game on Saturday, let's quickly mention that. The Seahawks roll, man. Did you watch the entire Seahawks game? Let me ask you that question.
I did.
Hey, man, nobody's going to beat them. Nobody's going to beat them. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Nobody is going to beat the Seahawks this year. 41-6. They dragged the San Francisco 49ers. And if you watch the game, they can run the ball. They can throw the ball. Their defense looks like kind of like the Legion of Doom, old school Seattle Seahawks team that won the Super Bowl. I don't see a team beating them. And I'm not being prisoner of the moment. I watched that game very closely. I don't see them losing and not winning a Super Bowl this year. What say you?
They're the number 1 seed in
For a
the
reason.
NFC.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I'm blown away that you were surprised.
I'm surprised they beat San Francisco like that, though. It's still a pro team. San Francisco still won a lot of games to get to that position.
San Francisco is still a mash unit that doesn't have a starting wide receiver, doesn't have a starting tight end. Trent Williams is out there playing injured. They're missing a defensive lineman. They're missing guys in the secondary.
But did you think before the game started that they would lose 41-6.
It's the biggest wager I've made all year. The line was 7. It's the biggest wager I made all year. Me and Dante talked about it all week. There's no way in the world the 49ers were going to travel to Seattle as the mass unit they are and have any success versus that defense. That's one of the best defenses in the league.
41-6. Did
Yeah.
you think they were going to beat their ass like 41-6 though?
Sir, it's one of the games where I considered, you know how you can buy points down?
Right.
So if the line is 3.5, you can buy it down to 2. You can buy it down to 1.5. They also have the opportunity for you to buy it up to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the games I considered buying up
Mm.
because of that defense in Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, the third rush for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sam Darnold, at the beginning of the game, they announced that right before the game started, they announced that he had pulled an oblique muscle.
Yes.
He only threw for 124 yards, but it was efficient as hell and 1 touchdown.
Yep.
And that defense, man, they fly around the ball. They fly around the ball. You know, our mother, she hates the Seattle Seahawks forever and a day. By the way, our mother knows the mascot for every team in the NFL. While sitting there watching the game this weekend, I started quizzing her, and bottom line is, she always calls the Seattle Seahawks the long necks. I hate them with that long neck damn bird on their helmet. That's what she calls them, the long necks. I hate that long neck team.
I love me some her. I overheard her telling somebody, I forgot where we were, but someone asked her how she knows so much about football. And she said, when them boys started playing, I was sitting in them stands by Stu, and I didn't know anything. But I knew they were going to be playing ball, so I just started learning. I just started listening.
Oh, our mother's been watching football and learning football since 1977, which was my first year of Pee Wee. So she never missed a game of ours ever in our lives. So she knows a lot about football. But yeah, man, I don't see anybody beating Seattle. I don't see any team beating Seattle. You might as well go ahead and get them the trophy right now.
Yeah, more than likely, yes. And
I mean, obviously anybody can lose.
Anybody
can
can
win.
Right. Anybody can win.
Say Donald, has a bad game. It's not like he hadn't had bad games. Anything's possible, but man, they look tough.
They look really tough, man. And shouts out to my man, Lucky Lamar Campbell. He's an executive on that staff out there in Seattle. There's a couple of bros that's on that staff out there in Seattle. There's a handful of organizations that just get it right when they do it. Mm-hmm. And Seattle's one of them. They always have been.
Yeah, what's the Tennessee Tech, bro? Is it Tennessee Tech? He's from Orangeburg. When we went out there, were you with me? No, I think it was a business trip. I went out there, and he gave me a whole tour of the facilities, the Seattle Seahawks facilities. This is when I can't remember his name right now, but you might come up with it. I'll come up with it during the break. But yeah,
give me a second. I'm looking for.
You know what I'm talking about? He's from the Berg.
Yep, I just spent time with that bro. Me and the fam went out there last December, and that bro also spent time with me and Lamar. Gave me a tour of everything. I don't believe I can't think of his name. It hurts my heart. I can't think of his name. Mm-hmm. You mentioned, and I hate to switch the subject real quick.
Mm-hmm. Mo Kelly. His name is Mo Kelly.
Mo Kelly. Right.
He actually played a year for the Seahawks. Yep. Probably 15 or so years ago, maybe even longer than 15 years ago.
He's been there about 18, 20 years now.
And he was part of Pete Carroll's staff when Pete Carroll was there. But I think you're right. I think he's still on the staff there at Seattle, and they look dominant, bottom line.
You mentioned Denver just now, and you mentioned Bo Nix, how he will be having surgery on his right ankle tomorrow. He's done for the season.
He's done.
Nothing they can do about that. Jarrett Stidham is his backup. He's a qualified backup. He's a strong number 2. He's a guy that has started several games in the National Football League. He's a guy that's won. Would you put money? Look at that. I didn't even know Triple Platinum Batmite was posting that. Very good, Tree. Outstanding work. Would you put money on Stidham to win this game this coming weekend?
They talked about I don't know if it was the only start. Oh, it was his first start. It was his first start in the NFL when he was still with New England.
He was drafted by New England, and when Tom Brady went out with a knee injury, I believe he won 5 games that year.
Not only that, his first game, he threw like almost 400 yards. I think they said 360-something yards.
360 plus yards.
And 3 touchdowns.
So answer my question. Would you put money on Stidham to win this next game?
No. Hell no. Hell no. They're going to bring the house at this guy, man. They're going to absolute bring the house at this guy.
Hey, man. He might be the reason why I put money on it.
Mm-hmm. On the other team.
No, on Denver.
Oh, you think that he can get it done?
Denver's another one of those teams that has a great defense, and if he just manages the game and doesn't turn the ball over like Josh Allen, they'll find themselves in a position to win.
Mm-hmm. You think so, huh?
Jarrett Stidham, man, he's a number 2. He's a career backup, but he's one of those career backups that gets a contract when he's with the team.
So a little bit later in today's show, we're going to talk about the other 2 games from Sunday, the Texans and Patriots, who and the Rams and the Bears. We talk about the Patriots. The Patriots is the team that Jarrett Stidham and the Denver Broncos are going to face in the championship, the division championship. No, the conference championship. That's right, AFC, NFC conference championships. Remember we used to have the AFC, NFC parties? That's what's next weekend.
I remember.
Yeah. So we'll get into those games, the Sunday games, a little bit later in today's show when we get back from the break. The great Hollywood.
Real quick, man. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about it when we talk about the New England and Houston game. CJ Stroud has done the unthinkable when it comes to future earnings in the National Football League. Let me just say that.
That's a tease.
It's
these ninjas pimping backwards, man. They pimping backwards. That was we can save it, but
Hollywood is another female that knows football. She was married to a former player. Her son played. She saw that Kevin Stefanski got the Falcons job, and she sent me an article, and the top of the article said, "The fuck?"
Hey.
That's all it said. That's all it said. The fuck?
I'm telling you, man, that was perfect producing tree with the video of DC Young Fly, straight from Atlanta. That's straight how they talk from his part of town where he grew up at. That was a perfect representation of what this city is saying this morning.
Yeah.
From
Y'all
the
keep it
natives.
locked, man.
From the natives.
We'll spend some time with Hollywood up next and get the Ollie report, talk about the cruise, talk about what's going on in the news. And it's your boys, man, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews Experience. Hollywood up next.
Hello there, it's your favorite cruise director, Arlie Michelle, and you want to be on the inaugural Cruise with the Stews, February 6th through 9th. What's up, Stew Nation? We want to see you out on the big water for the big game, and we cannot wait! Have you signed up to go with us on the cruise yet? If you haven't, there is still time. We want to see everybody's face in the place. We're going to be celebrating from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and back. You want to be in the place. Can't wait to see ya. Yay! We're so excited. We're going to cruise together. Cruising with you, cruising with you, cruising with you. Come on, y'all. Ah!
Welcome back to you boys. I'm sorry, you guys. Remind me to talk to you about that. The Two Live Stews.
Somebody call you a boy? Yeah. Somebody call you a boy?
He ready.
Let's go. What's up?
Yeah. Great Hollywood. Good morning, Holly. How you doing this morning? Good to see you, Holly.
I need a good tune-up. Remember the boys used to call it a tune-up? I need a good tune-up to see if these hands still work.
One of my female classmates on Facebook, in a message to me directly, mentioned, "You and your brother, you boys do a great job."
What?
And I responded to her, "You should not call black men boys." Goes back in history, and I sent her this whole thing, and she replies, but she said, "You guys call each other boy every time you do your show. I watch your show. Y'all refer to yourself as boys." I said, "You do not call grown men boys."
To quote the great
They call white men it.
No.
To quote the great Michael Evans, boy is a white racist word.
Tell him, Michael.
Yeah.
Hey, Ollie.
Ever since that back and forth with her, I've been trying to say you're guys, the two live stews.
You know, she probably didn't mean anything, but still. It's the point.
Yeah, she ain't mean nothing bad, but you never know. You boys.
Yeah,
That's cute. Coming from a man, no. Hey, we gonna step outside right quick.
Wait a minute. Is that your wall in the back? Are you home, Hollywood?
I'm finally home.
You're doing the road for a month. Oh my goodness.
Jesus. I told somebody, I said I left my house at the top of January. We done passed the middle of it and I'm still not home. Thank you, Lord, for home.
Wow.
When I tell you, I'm not leaving home. Am I? Somebody said, when do you have to go out again? I said, I'm not leaving this house. Nobody need to call me. Somebody tried to get me out last night to come to this. They were having a party somewhere and I was trying. I tried so hard. But once I put this plush robe on and laid across my bed, it was over.
All it was. So just get ready because any minute now, Doug's going to ask you to stick around for the third or the fourth story that we're talking about.
Before we get into all of Arlie's entertainment news, give us your thoughts on the Falcons hiring Kevin Stefanski. You're from Atlanta, mostly.
Yep,
what's your thoughts as a native?
I just feel like what they was trying to tell us is we don't want to win. We got billions of dollars to play with. Y'all, people living in the streets, people hungry, people starving, can't get their food stamps and stuff. But we, the colonizers, we just got money to play with, and we gonna play in y'all face with this person who is petty.
He real petty. Right, yeah.
That lady, and maybe he's just trying to prove that what that lady said a long time ago when she cursed the Falcons for moving those two historic churches have been there 125 years plus. When she said, y'all ain't gonna never win another game. I guess Arthur Blank said, you know what? I don't want her to be right. So I'm gonna help her so that it just look like it's stupid stuff I did, not her putting this curse on us. Maybe that's what he's doing.
Go ahead, Doug.
You go ahead, Doug.
Well, what I was gonna say is one thing, if you've been to more than one NFL stadium, and you've been to Atlanta, if you've been to a Falcons home game, you'll understand the culture. It's different in this city than anywhere else in the league, probably. I've been to a Houston game. They got a real big black population. And the point is the Atlanta Falcons culture, football culture on game day is very, very black.
Very hip-hop.
Very hip-hop.
All of that.
People tailgating in the parking lots. DJs, like it's black parties going on, and it's not like that at any other stadium that I've been to. I've been to Carolina, I've been to Detroit, I've been to a lot of stadiums. So you have to put that in consideration when you make any of these types of moves. You have to consider the black fan base in this city.
And Ollie, there is certainly validity to what you're saying about these owners playing with these teams. All of these owners. This team, their teams is not their moneymaker.
Nope.
Their teams are their hobbies.
Yep.
They're billionaires from oil. They're billionaires from Home Depot. They're billionaires from IBM. They're billionaires from
FedEx. Just pick a thing.
So
they just run it.
The football franchises, even though it creates billions for them, it's just a hobby.
Yep. And most of them never played. Most of them just like to watch these little fine as boy in Dallas was like, oh, and he fine. He probably got when he was talking about penis size and all that stuff, length and all that. He fine now. So he must with Jamie Foxx that time.
Ooh,
these
call,
people are very
New Orleans is probably right there with the Falcons.
Good call, Marvin Childs. Good call.
New Orleans so excited right now. The Saints so happy that we picked this. They like, yay, good luck to you. Yeah, they know how big that rival is, and they just like, when I saw that, I didn't know it. I saw somebody else post them. I said, wait a minute, they probably just lying. Because last year they were talking about Tomlin had gotten fired and it was just circulating. So I'm
Congratulations, Atlanta Falcons. Sincerely, the Saints.
Right.
I saw that in the chat. I was like, see, they already started. I can only imagine how many messages I'm gonna receive because they know while I started out as a Chicago fan as a little girl because of Sweetness. When we moved to Atlanta, I had to pick a team, and my daddy hates the Cowboys. He hates passionately the Cowboys and the Celtics. So, you follow what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
I gonna watch the Falcons. We're here. My brother has season tickets. My friends have season tickets. You're right, Doug. It is a very
we have tickets. We could afford to go. I've been to Baltimore, LA, Carolina. I've been to a bunch of different states, Kansas City stadiums. My ex played for Kansas City. These stadiums are very big.
Right. It's not like Atlanta. The game day experience in Atlanta is way different than 98% of the other teams in the league.
Y'all make sure y'all please like and subscribe to the show. Ollie, go ahead and jump into the report.
I'm boycotting. Just FYI, I don't have no season tickets. I had boycotted way back when they were on Kaepernick. I guess I got to just start the boycott again. I got to pick a new team or something. I don't want to be a fair weather team.
On behalf of the Tampa Bay Bucks, thanks, Atlanta.
Boo! Yeah. Our whole division is probably doing cartwheels right now.
No question.
Shoot. So that was y'all talked about, well, I'm gonna go first. I want to just give y'all some cruise updates. The cruise is still happening, Lord, with the crazy going on in the world. We have not heard anything about us not being able to cruise to the beautiful Bahamas, February 6th through the 9th. The Two Live Stews, these lovely gentlemen, not boys, but grown men. My chair rolls and it keeps rolling away from my feet.
I can't wait.
We're gonna have a funky good time.
Hey,
We're gonna take you higher.
Quick update. I told you guys that I was crushed because Morgan's last daddy-daughter dance was going to take place while I'm on the cruise.
Yep.
I found a way to circumvent that system.
Welcome, Maggie.
I told Morgan, thank you, Maggie Productions. We appreciate you. Good morning, Maggie. I told Morgan that we'll miss her school's daddy-daughter dance. But this year will be our first year going to Ryan Cameron's daddy-daughter dance. So we'll still do our daddy-daughter dance. Yes. Very excited about that. I called Ryan. He's like, man, would love to have y'all. Let me know what I can do. I'll spend some time with you guys when you get there. So, yes, Morgan will not miss out on this daddy-daughter dance because she gets to go to Atlanta for another one.
And that's going to be really exciting. Tell her friends, swing hair. I went to Atlanta for mine.
I took my daughters. I got several pictures. Maybe I'll try to dig some up. I took my daughters to the Ryan Cameron daddy-daughter dance maybe 5 years in a row. Maybe 5 years in a row. Oh, yeah.
Peace, Ryan. We appreciate you, man. Okay, Ollie, sorry about that. Go ahead,
no, we're excited about it because we're going to be cruising and Ryan still gets to do both things. So that makes us all happy. That means he can party hard and that Life 360 won't make him so sad. I want to just remind everybody, we will be cruising, leaving from Miami. If you are going with us and you have not checked in, I'm going to hopefully spend some time today while I'm not sleeping to look at everybody's everything and see what people are missing, try to remind our cruisers of what's going on. We're so excited. We're going to be on the big water. Yeah. Make sure you pack your favorite team. I got my Vic jersey. I'm gonna bring my Vic jersey, but I'm gonna find me a Deion jersey. It's probably too expensive now. I'm gonna have to.
So wait, we having an NFL theme night.
We're gonna have an NFL theme night as we watch the Super Bowl together.
Where are you? Where are you? Do you know we're going on a cruise? Do you know we're watching the Super Bowl on the cruise?
I'm trying to decide which one of these liquor packages I'm gonna take. I'm gonna call you later today. I'll talk about that.
All of them. I'm taking all of them because we don't have to drive. We only have to make it back to your room.
That's it. And you don't have to do that. You can sleep on the deck. They're not going to mess with you.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. And I put us all pretty much on the same floor so that we could look out for one another because I don't want to see no pineapples on nobody's doors. Well, you can put pineapples on your door if you want to.
Now, what does the pineapple thing again mean?
That means you're doing a threesome, switching partners.
Pineapples on the door. Okay.
Pineapples on the door. And I want to remind everybody to eat and drink your pineapples. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, we got birthdays coming up for the Two Live Stews Nation. If you are out there and you have had a birthday in the month of January, we send you happy birthdays because we love our Stew Nation. And
today is the Martin Luther King celebration day, right?
That's right. Happy
birthday. It's a special rendition of it, right?
Yes, give it to him, Doug. Bam.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yes, I love it. I want to send a happy birthday to actor Shawn Wayans, who is double nickels today.
I like Shawn Wayans.
I like the whole Wayans.
He's the least funniest Wayne out there, but I like Shawn.
He is the least funniest, but he is the prettiest Wayne. Anyway, rapper and reality show star Lil Scrappy is 42 today.
Lil Scrappy 42?
Lil Scrappy is 42.
How long can you go by the name Lil Scrappy? Like what age?
He ain't little no more. He big.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's like Bow Wow took his little off. I don't know. know, it was a lot of lils, and they all little.
Right.
I don't know. It should be a cutoff age. You should not be able to be little past 15, honestly. But anyway. Actor Ken Lawson is 50. Y'all know him as, remember the Parkers TV show? He played T. He was
okay.
College fan, so he is 50 today, and known for his work in film, television. He started out in music videos. Antoine, and I always say Fuqua because different people with that name, they either Fuqua or Fuqua, is 60 today.
Okay.
Shout out to him. We will celebrate birthdays January 20th, which is tomorrow. Rapper, actor Joey Bad, ASS. He stylizes it with the 2 money symbols. He's 30. He will be 30. Margaret Avery will be 82. Doug, I thought about it. Tweet's birthday is coming up. I think you should date Tweet. I think y'all would be cute together. You
Tweet?
Like Tweet? Yeah, you know the singer
Now,
Tweet.
who is she? I've heard the name, but is she part of a group? Is she?
No, she was a solo singer saying,
Give me her number one hit.
My word up into my face.
Ooh,
all right.
You hook us up? You know her?
I don't know her, but I'm gonna see what I can do because I thought about her birthday's coming up, and I said she and Doug would be cute together because she got that pretty brown skin like Kelly Rowland. She's pretty, honey.
Pretty dark skinned lady, no question about it.
Pretty. She's pretty for any color.
Her real name is Charlene Keys, Doug. Charlene Keys is her real name.
Look up, Doug. She got a cute haircut. Her daughters are grown. Her daughter grown, so you ain't got to worry about raising nobody.
Oh, I forgot. She is kind of tall, so she probably don't like people that's under 5 foot like Doug.
She was dating Jamal Bryant. They the same height.
No, Jamal. I seen Doug standing by Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant's got Doug.
Really?
Arlie, ignore him. Go ahead.
Anywho, Hakeem Olajuwon will turn 63 on the 21st. Eric Holder, who used to be our attorney general, we miss you, Jesus, we miss you. Was 75, and Jam Master Jay would have had a birthday. He passed in 2002. I didn't do the math, but I also want to send a baller and a birthday wish to my favorite human, my sunshine, my AJD3. His mentor, Ryan, calls him Manimal because he used to be half man, half animal on that field. Ernest J. Dixon III.
Happy birthday, Trey! Happy birthday, nephew! Happy birthday, dude. I'm going to give you a call today, man.
Happy birthday, nephew.
That many years ago, I won't say, I was in the hospital watching the Atlanta Falcons defeat the Minnesota Vikings on the 17th. My baby came on the 18th, and then they went to that secured their NFC championship on.
So 98, was that 98?
99.
99. Okay.
And then they lost to the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl.
It was the
98 Falcons
season.
98 season, but we didn't play until 99.
Right.
And that was when the Super Bowl was still in January. We've now since moved. I don't know because we added 2 teams. I don't know when we got the 2.
That's when we beat the Falcons. Oh, not the Falcons. That's when the Falcons beat the Vikings. You just said it. But the big thing about that game was the kicker, and I can't remember the kicker's name right now. He hadn't missed a kick the entire year. And then in that game, he missed a kick, and the Falcons went to the Super Bowl.
Yep. It was Kismet, and then we lost 34-19 to the Broncos. But it's okay, we went. So shout out to him. He gets a baller award for because I didn't have nowhere else to go but watch that game, and I think his presence helped us win. Woo woo! Then we didn't win, but that's okay. I was at home by then. So shout out to my baby. Story number 1: T.I. is back, baby. He is back. Rubber Band Man is back.
Get ready. It's time.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, T.I.
What's up? ATL sounds.
Did he cut his dreads off?
Cut them locks.
Okay.
Right.
He coming back. They say that's the 2003 Rubber Band Man is back. The fans, the internet is ablaze. Everybody is excited.
So, was this his stand-up that bad that he had to come back to rap? Was it that bad?
I hadn't heard anybody talking about it, sir.
You know,
Damn, man,
I didn't watch
stand-up brought him out of retirement. God damn.
I think it was all a calculated setup. We're gonna talk about him on the internet on this.
So you think it was a big promotion?
I think it was all a big promotion. T.I. is the man. I don't care what nobody says. Every time he gets ignorant, I benefit. So I hope he gets. I was outside a club one night, and he was going off on the bouncers because they were like, he was saying he need to get in, and they were like, he said, they were like, how many you have? He said, I got 80 niggas. When he going in, while he was going off, I was just tiptoe sliding in the door, so we all got into opera. Thank you, T.I., for always being ignorant and hooking us up. You didn't even know it, but he teased this on the internet. Everybody is excited. I've always liked T.I.'s music. I went to see him at the symphony orchestra when the orchestra played behind him. That was so lit.
That Michael Vick video. What video? It was a Rubber Band Man. Yeah,
Rubber Band
Man.
Wild as a Taliban, 9 in my right. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna be ready to see what he releases. He always got something. One of my favorites. So many. Bring them out. I was like, if that would have been out when I crossed, oh my God, I would have turned the whole. It would have been a mess because I was a stepmaster. Just FYI.
I know you were. I
had them rolling. But anyway, so shout out to T.I. I wanted to ask y'all this though. Do you think rapping is a young man's game, or like other genres? Do we just kind of? What y'all think?
I mean, it's definitely a young man game, but I hate that. I don't understand why you got to quit your art when you get a certain age. I never understood that. And only hip hop is like that. Every other genre, the oldie but goldies, they have in their 60s and 70s, they're still performing the sold out venues. But hip hop, you get past 35, they say you old. Ain't nobody gonna buy no tickets to see you.
I listened to Nas's last album. I listened to Jay's last album. I listened to LL's last album. I listened to all of it. It doesn't die for me. If you got skills, you got skills. It is what it is.
I agree, because I think about us following New Edition, no matter when they come out, or how we follow Frankie Beverly forever. Like Frankie didn't come up with a new hit. If he tried to sing his new songs, we were like, where the Sunshine and Pain? So I feel like now when I went to see T.I. at the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, and he had the orchestra behind him, it was packed in there, and to see all those black people in the orchestra was so, I mean, in the songs to like classical music, oh my God, it was so good. So I feel like, but I think it's what they rap about is what the problem. You know, you rap about what's happening in the world. Well, you rich now. We don't want to hear about your $1 million and all this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what he comes back with. But I love you can have whatever you like. Thank you, T.I. Where's the man that comes with that package? Anyway, just a little shout out to A$AP Rocky. He was on SNL last night. On Saturday night. And they say he did an amazing job. I haven't watched. He has an ongoing beef with Drake and Zendaya's Euphoria. Ryan, if you hadn't watched it, I suggest you not, because it's gonna make you nervous as a parent. Doug, you might like that show but everybody's talking about Euphoria's coming back after 4 years, and it's gonna be really interesting.
Welcome home, all the outstanding job. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
See y'all, and I see y'all in the chat.
That's the great Hollywood Entertainment. And she got out of there without Doug asking her to stick around so she can go to bed. Good for you, Ollie. So happy for you.
I like when she hangs around, man.
We got more sports to get into because there's more games to talk about, and there's a big time game tonight. Shout out to everybody in WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM, HD2 in Detroit, Sports Rap Networks in the building. We'll end up talking about this college football championship here in a few. Y'all keep it locked.
Hey, man, maybe the worst played game by a quarterback in quarterback history, man, that we witnessed yesterday.
It was disgusting, man.
Yeah, you got to restart. You got to start the car over, man. Restart your engines.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Jordan Ryan supposed to make up of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to you, BMX. The folks in Detroit, we appreciate y'all. WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in the D. The Sports Rap Network is in the building.
Man, LL was the first megastar of hip hop. I mean, can you think of anybody that was bigger than LL? At the time that song came out, I'm Bad, He was the biggest rapper in the world by far.
I want to tell you my coolest LL story. We were in New York talking about LL, and our cousin Bonnie, who lives in Queens, Cambridge back in the day. Our cousin Bonnie was like, "Oh, you talking about Todd? Oh, I'll call Todd right now."
Mm-hmm.
And he lived like 5 blocks over from Bonnie. Those, to me as a young kid, that was one of the coolest things in the world. My cousin knew LL by the first name.
She went to high school with him.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yep,
Jackson High School. I think it's Jackson. And yeah, she went to our first cousin went to high school with LL Cool J in Queens.
Yep.
Patriots beat the Texans, man. Not only did they beat them, it was absolutely the worst exhibition of quarterback that I think I've ever seen in my life.
Hey man, it was worse than last week. Last week was one of the worst NFL quarterback exhibitions I've ever seen in my life. And I that's why I put my money on them this week. I said there's no way in the world CJ Stroud comes out and plays like he played last week.
You put your money on the Texans?
On that defense, and that CJ wouldn't back up the same performance that he had last week, but he did.
Wow, 28-16 at Gillette Stadium.
4 interceptions, man.
No, 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumbles.
Sir,
did he have 4? Go ahead.
There were 4 interceptions in that game. I watched it.
By CJ Stroud?
He had 4 interceptions.
No, I don't think so. But anyway,
okay.
Real bad outing. Now, you probably could say because of the weather, they had like a mix of ice and snow or something like that.
I don't care. And it wasn't just him that was turning the ball over. His counterpart, Drake May, was doing the same thing.
Right.
But still, you can't do that, CJ, when you came off of one of the worst games people have seen in the history of football. Mm-hmm. And he did.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad. It was almost unwatchable. It was almost unwatchable at the point when that game was on. I was at the little birthday party I was talking about at the beginning of the show. And so we're watching. We're like, wait a minute. Is that another interception? Wait a minute. Is that another interception? Yes. Over and over and over and over again. Just a horrible day. Probably the worst performance that I've witnessed on a football game ever. And that's saying a lot.
Sir, if you were D'Amico Ryans,
mm-hmm.
the head coach of the Houston Texans, do you bench CJ, especially after that first half, especially knowing that the week before he couldn't do anything right? Do you bench CJ Stroud in that game?
It's a coin toss, man, because he's your franchise quarterback. You don't want to embarrass him because he's embarrassing himself. He's technically embarrassing himself, but you don't want to embarrass the guy. He's the future of your organization. He got y'all there. A lot of people would say they had won 10 games in a row. A lot of people say, well, he got you there and you're going to bench him. That's not a good look.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Correction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did get you there. They were on a huge winning streak. But this season, due to injury, he missed a few games.
Mm-hmm.
And Davis Mills, who was his backup, came in his absence and went 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe D'Amico Ryans didn't take CJ Stroud out of that game.
Right. And I got to apologize to you, sir. It was 4 interceptions.
I watched the games, sir.
Yeah.
I watch every minute of the games. I wasn't asking you. I was telling you.
How many fumbles did he have then? I'm looking.
He had like 2 fumbles also. Now, he fumbled more in the last game last week, but this week, he just couldn't do anything right. And yes, it was icy, it was wet, it was rainy. I don't care.
It was icy and it was wet and it was rainy.
You got to protect the ball.
Yeah.
And he was succumbing to pressure. And what he kept doing was, New England has a very good defense also.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone would get by the line or get through the line, instead of CJ just saying, I've got a great defense, I can eat this loss, I can take this sack, he would just throw the ball down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And it was getting picked off every time.
You know what else too, man? His mechanics were horrible. I don't think he threw one pass where he threw it off his back foot.
Very good.
He
point.
was always drifting the entire time and drifting and throwing the ball and lofting it up. He's got a very strange, and I don't want to be too critical because he's had a bad game. He really hadn't played as great as he did his first season.
Shouts out to my classmate, Cuzzo, one of my best friends down in Moco, John Dingle. One interception was not his fault. It hit the receiver's hand. It should have been caught, but the stat still goes to him.
Yeah, yeah.
The pass was a little high, John, but it did go through that guy's hands because it was a little high. It still goes to him.
His mechanics were horrible. I don't think he ever set his feet the entire game. No. Not one of his passes he threw where he set his feet and planted his feet and threw the football, man. It was just a bad performance.
He was on skates. Unfortunately, the team could not establish the run. Marks had 14 carries for 17 yards. Nick Chubb had 4 carries for 14 yards. Sir, you know what would have changed the game for C.J. Stroud? Dropping back, identifying the blitz and where it's coming from, and running the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's happening fast. I know it's wet out there and a little slippery, but every time there's a blitz, more times than not, they're in a man-to-man coverage in the back. So if they're in a man-to-man coverage in the back, Doug, please excuse me for a second. My wife is about to leave.
Hey, JP.
Doug said, hey, JP. Hello, Douglas.
I just realized something, man. Your wife is the only person I think still in the world that calls me my whole name. Hello, Douglas.
That's exactly what she said.
Every single time. Nobody else calls me Douglas. My mother don't even call me Douglas.
I think she's
What? What, Tree?
Never mind. I think Tree calls you Douglas also.
Oh shit!
And I think I also think people calling you Douglas instead of Dougie is because of frustration. And Tree clearly can be frustrated. And I talk so bad about you around this house, JP's probably frustrated too. So she calls you Douglas also.
I was gonna say Tree's doing it trying to be funny. I don't think JP is very serious when she calls me Douglas.
Yeah, she's very serious.
JP is very sophisticated. She's not gonna call me the nickname Dougie.
I'm disappointed in CJ Stroud. He has regressed every season since his rookie year. His rookie year, he was a damn Pro Bowler, I think. But he's regressed bad, and
he got to get back to basics, man.
He's got talent. He's got talent. He was missing his starting tight end. He was missing his number one receiver. He was missing, I believe, his left tackle also. So his line's beat up. But, sir, when you're a prototypical size player at the position like he is, use your intangibles. And that's your legs at the quarterback position.
Right.
And he just didn't do that.
Right,
right. And he's lost so much money that he will never, ever understand how much money he's lost.
Are you talking about for his next contract?
Yes.
Yeah. He lost a lot of money yesterday. But once again, I think a lot of teams are going to say, and fans are going to say it was horrible weather conditions. It was.
Yeah, it was horrible for Drake May too, man.
But you just got to tuck the ball and run. You're right. You got to tuck the ball and run. Hand the ball off more.
Identify where the blitz is coming from. Notice that the DBs and the linebackers' backs are facing you, which means they're trailing someone man-to-man that they're covering one-on-one, and run.
Right.
You do that 5 times back-to-back, they're going to switch that thing to a zone. Now you can wake up and sling that rock because he's got a very strong arm. I'm disappointed in C.J. Stroud and how he handled the game. He didn't trust and depend on his defense. He didn't eat the sacks that he should have eaten instead of throwing away the ball to someone else all day long.
I thought the Texans had a chance of winning that game too, man.
No question.
I did.
And look, man, they were still in the game as of the last half of the fourth quarter, even though he didn't do anything right. Their defense kept getting the ball.
Right. Drake May threw for 3 touchdowns, including the 32-yard TD. So So the Texans advance or the Patriots advance. And in the NFC on yesterday, the other game was the Rams versus the Bears.
What a great game last night.
20-17.
What a great freaking game last night. Sir, I want you to apologize to Caleb Williams.
What are you talking about?
You gave that boy a hard time for painting his nails. He can paint his nails. He can put on lipstick. I don't give a damn. That boy's a quarterback.
Just because he is playing good football doesn't mean that I can't give an opinion about him painting his fingernails. He can play. Now, once again, I will say yesterday, maybe it was because it was so cold, he floated a lot of balls, man. His release point, man, he was overthrowing a lot of people, man.
It was 19 degrees on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it was 19 degrees, it felt like 5 degrees. I kept checking the temperature during that ball game. Now, Caleb played exceptionally well. He did have 3 interceptions. One of them was not his fault because Moore, his receiver, quit on the drag route. He just quit in a game that they were still in. Okay? But they did not lose because of Caleb's 3 turnovers.
So a lot of controversy going on in the South Carolina State chat rooms. Kobe Durant, number 14 for the
You gave him a ball
Los Angeles Rams. I gave him a ball award already. 2 interceptions yesterday. Before the game, when the game started and they're going through the players are announcing it, which school they went to or whatever. He didn't say South Carolina State. He said like the street he grew up on in Lamar. He's from Lamar, Edison.
Son of a That's the opportunity of a lifetime to tell the world about South Carolina State.
Yeah, but he's done it before. He's mentioned South Carolina State before.
Not in a divisional round playoffs and not when there's no other game being played on national television.
Hence is the issue.
The whole world is watching.
Hence is the issue a lot of alumni have. Like Ninja, you on worldwide TV, the only game on, and you talking about your little street that you grew up on in Lamar? What? Now it's nothing. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad.
Oh,
but
no,
yes,
that's terrible. No. Correct yourself. That's terrible. You're the only game in the world on TV. Give South Carolina State those props.
I agree, man. But hey, right. We feel some type of way about it, man.
Quick question for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
On the drag route I just mentioned from DJ Moore quitting on the route, you blame that situation on Caleb for the throw or DJ Moore for the route?
For the throw. Should have let him more, man.
Yeah, no. It was a drag route that DJ Moore didn't run flat to the sideline full speed like he was supposed to.
Okay.
He ran 15, 17 yards and started bending the route like this to get to the sideline. Sorry about that. Instead of going like this and like that. So no, shouts out to Julius 29C. I do not blame Caleb Williams at all for that. I blame the receiver DJ Moore.
Right.
But Caleb had 3 turnovers. I don't think one of them was his fault. But sir, the reason why that game was lost, and if you follow me on Facebook, I talked about it all year. Ben Johnson passed on 2 field goal opportunities, and he went for it on 4th and 3 one time, 4th and 2 one time, and he's the reason why his team lost that game. I want to dig a little bit deeper on the 2 Live Stews with why I feel so adamant about coaches that don't take the points when they get a chance to take the points instead of going for it.
Yeah, stupid. You think you're the smartest guy in the room? You think that they started football with you?
The analytics today are telling these coaches, don't worry about it. Play for the 4th down, no matter where the ball is on the field. But I want y'all to think a little bit deeper. 53 men on each roster, 7 practice players on each roster, a bunch of coaches on each roster. There's a handful of players and coaches that they don't realize it now, but that's the last NFL game they'll ever be a part of. If you win that game and go on to the divisional championship, NFC, AFC championship. If Chicago wins that game, not only do they get to play for a chance to go to the Super Bowl, which is huge, but everybody on the roster gets like a 6-figure check, an additional check for winning that game.
Mm-hmm.
So when you lose that game, if you take those 2 field goals, you get 6 more points, which ultimately allows you to win the game and play for a Super Bowl. If you win that game, you're making more money. So now, because of the coach's stupid ideology and his thought process that he's the smartest guy in the room,
they only been playing football for over 100 years. So in the last couple of years, y'all have figured out that it's better to go for 2 than take the goddamn points.
You got a handful of guys that's going to be their last game ever in the National Football League.
Right.
And coach, you blew it.
Listen,
you
man.
blew it after doing the same thing all season, which is one of the reasons why your team had to have 8 comebacks. Last night was the 9th comeback for Chicago in regulation to get a shot at winning the game because their coach passes up on points. You need points to win.
The touchdown that Caleb threw to Loveland at the end, it was like a Hail Mary, but it wasn't a Hail Mary. Dude was wide open. I'm still trying to figure out how he got that wide open.
Well,
and Durant was actually the guy covering him. Go ahead.
He pushed off.
Yeah.
And coaches and refs, I'm sorry, they're not going to call those PIs unless they're blatant PIs at the end of a ball game like that. They're not going to do it.
You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. When we get back, we got Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last couple of days.
There's one thing we need to debate too, man. 2 questionable pass interference calls in 2 different games. We got to talk about that.
Well, one in particular, we have to talk about the Brandon Cooks play. Interception for McMillan, the defensive back for the Denver Broncos. Yep. I didn't want to spend a bunch of time on it because we went over this whole thing all day yesterday in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group about was it an interception, was it not an interception. We got to talk about that a little bit when we get back as well.
Dr. Hosley, your first drink is on me. Even though you're going to have your own package on the cruise, I'm still going to get you a drink. It's on me, Dr. Hosley. Can't wait to see you.
You can have one of my free drinks.
No,
well, it's not free.
You're paying for it.
Right.
Yeah. But I just want Dr. Hosley to know that I am going to get her a drink on that boat.
You're going to give her one of your free drinks.
No, it's not free.
It's not free. I keep saying that. You're right. All right, don't go away. Two Live Stews Experience.
It wasn't a PI either. Or I'm sorry. It was a catch. It was a catch. It was a catch.
It was a catch.
It was a catch.
Not a pass interference.
I'll explain later on.
Okay.
Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ, the all-natural weight chews, cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results. It's your guys, the Two Live Stews, and your Two Live Stews Experience. He's Doug, I'm Ryan. Together we make up the stews. Shouts out to the good folks at WGPR, Hot 107.5, FM HD2 in Detroit, the Sports Rap Network's in the building. We want y'all to like and subscribe to the show, but also download the Sports Rap Network app so you can see everything that's going on that platform. Outstanding programming on the Sports Rap Network app.
You want to get into the last 48, you want to talk a little bit about the Brandon Cooks play between the Bills and the Broncos, or you want to do it later?
You have to make a football move when you catch that ball. And there were 2 calls this past weekend that were
Wait,
interceptions.
stop. Okay, go ahead. I don't want to.
There were two calls this past weekend that were interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, the ball was caught in the air. And the minute the receiver hit the ground.
You're talking about Cooks and.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The minute the receiver hits the ground,
Mm-hmm.
the ball bobbles.
So we're talking about Bills, Broncos, McMillan, and Cooks.
So the ball bobbles, but the ball is still a live ball because it did not hit the ground.
So wait, you're talking about Brandon Cooks and McMillan?
Yes.
There was no bobble.
No.
He did not bobble the ball.
The ball was loose, sir. The ball was loose.
He took the ball from the guy from Brandon Cooks. Go ahead.
If he's holding the ball, how can it be taken?
He took it from him. He was stronger than him. I don't know.
The minute he hits the ground, the ball rolls. And the ball does not touch the ground, so the ball is still alive.
Okay, go ahead.
And if he doesn't have possession of said ball and the ball is moving, that's how the DB got it, and that's why the play was called an interception.
So let me jump in here.
Okay.
This was an all-day topic on yesterday. We're talking about the catch by Brandon Cooks for the Buffalo Bills. And I'm not a Bills fan like that. Okay, I'm not. My respect for the Bills goes back to O.J. Simpson.
Yep.
I'm not a Bills fan like that. I respect them. They've had some good years the last couple of years with Josh Allen. I get it. I understand. Sir, to me, it was a catch. He controlled the ball. He hit the ground. When he hit the ground, the defensive back, McMillan, took the ball from him. But in my opinion, the play should have been ruled dead. Let me ask you this one question.
Question.
If Brandon Cooks, in the same fashion that happened in the game, if he would have hit the ground and the referee would have blown the whistle and blown the play dead, what would you have said? The referee was wrong or right?
I wouldn't have had a problem with it.
You wouldn't have had a problem with it. That's the point. It was a dead play in all regards. It was a dead play after he hit the ground. I'm glad I asked you that question.
Listen, man.
Uh-huh.
If the ball is not secured.
The ball was secured.
Okay, no. If it's moving, it's not secured.
It wasn't moving.
Okay. All right.
We're never going to agree on this because
half
the people that commented on this yesterday agreed with me. The other half saw something totally different. I still don't know what y'all saw, what video, what angle y'all saw to say the ball was bobbling and he didn't have possession of it.
And you know what? There's CTE is real, so please forgive me. There's two instances where this happened this past weekend. One was yesterday, and the other was on Saturday. Which one was Saturday?
I'm talking about the Bills and the Broncos game, the one everybody's been talking about.
Well,
Brandon Cooks, the Buffalo Bills wide receiver Brandon Cooks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So that's the game on Saturday. When the receiver catches the ball, he's in the air, so he's not allowed to make a football move. Are we in agreement? He caught the ball in the air.
He caught the ball and fell down to the ground. Yeah.
Well, are we in agreement? He caught the ball in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Brandon Cooks caught the ball in the air, right?
The minute he hits the ground and his back hits the ground,
the play should be over.
The ball rolls though. He never had possession of the ball.
I didn't see the ball rolling.
And in yesterday's game, the reason why it shouldn't have been an interception is because the receiver catches the ball and he's falling to the ground and his knee hits the ground.
Okay. Uh-huh.
That puts him down.
Uh-huh.
That makes him down because he had the ball and his knee hits the ground.
Both plays sounds like what you're saying. The receiver was down. Play could have been called dead. That's the point. I haven't heard anybody make this point. I came up with this late last night before I went to bed. If the referee I'm talking about the Cooks and McMillan play. If the referee would have blown the whistle the second Brandon Cooks hit the ground, nobody would have said anything. In the time that he hit the ground, McMillan took the ball from him.
Right. How
can you take the ball from somebody that's already down? The play is dead.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing happened with Calvin Johnson. I think they said it was 2010, but a little bit different. That was a scoring touchdown. Calvin Johnson caught the ball, took 2 steps, and I think he hit the ball out of his hand with his other hand, and it fell out. And they said no touchdown.
Yeah.
Because he didn't complete, they said, a football move like you said earlier, or you have to. It's weird.
If I'm getting said games mixed up, y'all please forgive me. However, yeah, I'm sorry. The biggest thing that caused me to have a problem with it was they weren't reviewed.
That's right. That's another part of it.
So I get this. I get the ref making the call that he sees on the field, but in games of this magnitude, I don't see why you don't review the play. That's
right.
all.
So people may not have understood that this was in overtime.
Right.
The review plays. The coaches don't have a review flag in overtime. The referees are supposed to review the play if they feel like it needs to be reviewed. They didn't even review it. There's no explanation for that point in the game, how big the play was. There was no reason for them not to review the call. They didn't do it.
NFL rule, I'm not sure where he's getting this rule, but shouts out to you, Raymond A. Sutton the fourth, 48-27. NFL rule, when catching and going to the ground, you pretty much have to get up with the ball to complete the catch. But the inconsistencies with that is you said pretty much. I only deal with definites and facts.
I saw Shannon.
Tyron Houston, shouts out to you. If had possession, the defender never would have taken the ball, which is what I told you a second ago. How did the defender end up with the ball if he had possession? He didn't have possession.
Wait a minute. So you think that so you're saying that a stronger, bigger person can't take the ball from a smaller, weaker person?
That's not what I'm saying, but people try to get that ball from running backs and receivers every day, all day. We're taught to pick, we're taught to punch, rip, and pull at the ball.
Yeah, but that's
the ball doesn't come out when you do that.
This was not
unless you don't have it.
This was not the case. And not only that, Cooks was hurt on the play. I don't know if I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or whatever, but he kind of sprawled around on the ground. That's what somebody said as well. Oh, but Cooks didn't jump up and fight and argue that he had caught the ball. The dude was laying on the ground, squirming around like he had been hurt.
A knee hit in both catches. That's not true, Ty. A knee hit in last night's game. But in Saturday night's game, he landed on his back.
I can't remember.
And the ball rolled.
But
no, it was a back. On Saturday night's game, it was a back. And the
ball
rolled.
There's really no need to argue, man, to this profusely, because they didn't even review it. Joe Hamilton, I posted something about this. Joe Ham replied on it. He thought it was easily an interception.
No question.
Like, what game are you watching?
No question.
What do you mean, no question? You agree? You agreed with me earlier. Now you're not agreeing with me. Go ahead.
It was an interception yesterday.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was an interception Saturday.
Okay.
And yesterday, I get people questioning it because his knee hit the ground yesterday. Saturday, the guy landed on his back and never got to make a football move, and the ball was loose when he hit the ground. But the ball didn't touch the ground, which makes it still a live ball.
Listen, man, I'm not going to argue this anymore because clearly it's like we're watching. It's like Bizarro World. We're watching the way people explain it and say that he did make the interception. They watched another video than what I saw. Bottom line is they need to change that shit. Because when you catch the ball and you hit the ground, the play is over. How do you mean you have to continue with the play? The guy has to get up and hand the ball. What? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man.
Calm down, y'all. Calm down, please. Calm down.
That's ridiculous, man. They're gonna have to, and they had the same conversation. It was slightly in different circumstances with the Calvin Johnson thing.
Okay.
But both of them are stupid. The play is over when you hit the ground. You're down. And hold on. Even that, the defensive back, you couldn't say that he didn't touch Brandon Cooks. You know, a lot of times they say, well, nobody touched him, so he wasn't down. He was
point,
touched.
East Point. Good job. Good comment East Point made me. Good comment. Let me say this real quick and we can move on. Are you insinuating that the league wanted Josh Allen to lose?
No.
Think about that.
No.
Okay.
What I'm saying it's a dumb rule to say that the guy has to get up and hand the ball to the referee.
Right. Yeah. If anything, based upon what we know, they want Josh Allen to win. They want Josh Allen to advance. If that's a catch and they don't rule an interception, that ball's on the 20-something yard line, Josh Allen kicks the field goal, and they win.
But listen, man, I should be an attorney. I asked you earlier.
Right.
I gave you a scenario, and you agreed.
I got my games mixed up. I agreed that Saturday.
No. The question I asked you about, if you catch the ball, you hit the ground.
Right.
You catch the ball and you hit the ground. If the referee at that second you hit the ground, blow the whistle and say you're down, would you have been wrong or right? Would the referee have been wrong or right? You said the referee would have been in his rights to call him down.
Yeah, that ball was Saturday. The ball was rolling. Sunday it wasn't.
Yeah, we really need you.
Saturday the ball was rolling. Yesterday it wasn't.
Let's check out the last 48, the biggest news in the 2IC Facebook chat group. You're never going to agree with that. Nope. The ball, he had possession. They didn't have simultaneous possession. The receiver had the ball.
Good luck to Trinidad Chambliss, man. I hope he wins this case.
From Robert Mathis, QB hater.
Yep.
I'm literally dumbfounded. The NFL is no longer the goal here. He ended college career with his draft stock very high. So what am I missing here? Seriously. This is the exact question I asked last week.
Right.
What the heck? Go ahead.
You're missing that he can make $6 to $10 million in college now.
Ryan, but he's not going to make more money in college than he's going to make being a first-round draft pick. If he was going to be third or fourth round, I would understand that.
You don't know what round you're going to go in.
But he's clearly all of the experts outside of Shedeur Sanders, most of the time they get it right when they say somebody's going to be in the first round.
Well, the question in his size and the fact that he only had 20 starts. So he wants to come back and show the world that he can be consistent with more games. He wants to show the world that he can be a better player. And if you can get $6 million to play in college and be the starter and make more money off the field, it's okay.
So what?
Mess around and come out and go in the third round. Then what?
So two things. Whatever happened to that old argument about coming out early so you can start your rookie clock off so you can get to your second deal quicker? That's one. There's validity to that. However, when we were talking about that, they weren't making millions in college. They were not making millions in college. Those kids needed money. Those kids wanted money. Those families were hungry. Okay.
The church needed a roof.
The second point. No, and I'm not trying to speak this into
Clip that tree. The church needed a roof.
Okay. The second point I want to make on that, and I'm not wishing this clearly. I even hate to say this because I hate to put these types of things in existence.
Don't say it. Please don't.
What if he gets hurt?
I didn't hear you.
What if he gets hurt? If he comes back to Ole Miss next year or wherever in the port, I don't care, and gets hurt, then what?
Well, two things.
What?
A, he will have the $6 to $10 million that he could make this upcoming season. And B, he will have a Lloyd's of London policy on him for another $20 to $25 million. It's okay. But what you don't want is to think you're going in the first round and get drafted in the third. What you don't want is to end up with a Shedeur Sanders situation for yourself, and your daddy ain't Dion.
Ryan, hold on. That's the point I was making earlier. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. What happened to Shedeur is so far an outlier. We've never seen that before because it was bullshit.
Players have dropped.
We have never seen anybody projected to go in the first round go in the fifth. We've never seen that before. Maybe somebody has slid to the second that was projected to go in the first, but not the fifth. That is not the norm.
The guys that get the second round contract are the guys that's drafted in the first and the second round. Those guys are guaranteed a second round contract for more money. However, if he stays and makes $10 million on the field and off, he still wins. But if he goes and his stock drops, and he doesn't get a $5 million signing bonus. Now what?
Shedrick Moore, and he'll still be able to buy the church roof. Okay, man. All right.
The church needs a roof, man.
It's nothing for us to argue about, man. I don't get it. And you're right. This is one him even discussing this or even thinking about this is all a result of the portal and NIL. It's absolutely 100% the result of that, of this whole culture we're in right now with college football. Yes.
It's a blessing.
I agree. Next one, Tree. We got time for one more, maybe two more. And you're watching Two Hot Stews Experience. This is very interesting. First 10 years of their career, Dak Prescott and Drew Brees. Dak Prescott stats. Somebody on here is a stat guy. Somebody on here is not a stat guy. Dak Prescott stats are better than Drew Brees at the same point in their careers.
No question.
Better. The big stat that you need to look at is interceptions. Yep. Drew Brees at the same amount of games has 40 more interceptions than Dak Prescott. What?
Okay. Both very good players. There's really only two differences in these two players. One is one of them threw infinitely more interceptions. That's Drew Brees.
40 more. That's a lot. That's a lot.
The only other difference is one of them had a Super Bowl.
Right, but don't
get all soft now.
No, my point to you is this. Is winning Super Bowls, this is my point in this argument. Okay. Winning Super Bowls is a team metric.
Right.
These numbers say that Dak Prescott at this point in their careers, first 10 years of their careers, is a better quarterback than first ballot Hall of Famer Drew Brees.
Dak Prescott, when making it to the postseason, is often the reason why his team loses. Drew Brees was why his team won.
Okay, man.
I love Dak, and I would rather Dak over Drew Brees. But Super Bowls matter, and you're not going to talk me off of that.
Right, but they're team metrics.
That the quarterback touches the ball every snap. The quarterback touches the ball every snap.
All right,
they get the credit for the wins. They get blamed for the losses for the most part. For
the whole, and people watching the show, they know this. Yep. For the whole stat debate that we've had for 25 years,
right?
You adjust your argument based on the evidence that I bring forth.
I'm not adjusting the argument. I would prefer Dak Prescott, but in the postseason, Dak sucks, and Drew Brees didn't. That matters.
All right, man.
That matters.
We gotta say goodbye to Detroit, man.
Peace, WGPR. We'll see y'all later. Y'all like, subscribe.
Come back and watch the whole show. Yeah.
Up next, we'll finish the last 48, and then we'll get into the super chat and then the regular chat. Thank y'all for being a part of the show. We'll also get into the Two Live Stews 2-minute trespass, and something tells me it'll be another LL banger. That's what something tells me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening.
Detroit. Shouts out to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much.
Put your headphones on if you're at work.
Go back and watch the show if you can. The rest of the show, we're probably gonna go another hour. Go back and watch the rest of the show if you can at 2livestewsyoutube.com.
If you're at work,
livestewsyoutube.com.
If you're at work, put your headphones on. If you're driving Uber, put your headphones on. It's about to be explicit. Thank you, Detroit. We'll see y'all on Thursday. It's your boys, the Stews. Your guys, the Stews.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not stupid.
Hey, man, when you win a Super Bowl, you're automatically clutch, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah, why are you acting like winning a Super Bowl isn't the ultimate common denominator when it comes to being a winner or a loser on the football field?
My only point to you on that, man, is a team stat. Winning Super Bowls are team stats.
Right. Go ahead. You were about to say something. You said something that was very important. I'm sorry.
You know? Yes, please share the show. Hit the share button. Subscribe, but hit the share button hit the like button as well. Someone mentioned the other day that we don't talk about hitting the like button enough because it boosts us up in the algorithm to the high, higher on the charts, on the pecking order as far as podcasts that people actually see. So yes, hit the share button, but hit the like button as well. We really, really would appreciate it. Your boys are back.
The Giants hire this guy, and the Falcons hire that guy. It's mind blowing, man.
Well, there's not a lot of John Harbaughs out there. I get that, but
it's not. It's not.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, man? Giants got Jackson Dart coming back from injury. They've got Cam Scatterboo coming back from injury. Looks like their offense is set for the next couple of years, man. And Harbaugh is just he's consistent. He's consistent as hell. They've won, pretty much had winning records in Baltimore every year he's been there. Got a Super Bowl ring. Like, what do you think when you heard that he was going to take the job in New York?
It's a great hire. It's a historic franchise. It's one of the big dogs in the NFL. If you can make it there, you make it anywhere. It's a great city to be in for football. There's typically one winner there. That's the Giants and not the Jets. I understand Harbaugh taking his job, especially when they're breaking him off $100 million. I get it.
5 times that's $20 million a year.
Yep.
That's a lot of money to hang out in New York City, man.
It's a lot of bread to be in New York City, man. And you're just going to have to manage the team, not call the plays. He'll hire an offensive coordinator to run the offense. He'll hire a defensive coordinator to run the defense. He'll hire a special teams coach to run the special teams. He just has to manage the talent. He just has to hype them up. Yeah. It's a great gig, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great gig.
Bring that last message back up, Tree, and you're watching 2 Live 2 Experience. This is still on the conversation we had about Drew Brees and Dak. Aren't Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson's, he says are.
Yep.
Are Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson considered to be clutch? They both won Super Bowls.
Maurice Bird, they are considered team managers. They are players that manage the game so their defenses could ultimately win them a game. They were considered guys that did not give the ball away. They protected the ball for the offense. Yeah, they're not on the level of a Dakota Prescott. They're not on the level of a Drew Brees. You will not compare those guys to Drew Brees and Dak. Drew Brees and Dak are players at the quarterback position. Those two guys manage the game so their defenses could bless them with wins.
Well, let me make sure and say this now. I'm not saying Drew Brees isn't a better quarterback than Dak.
I understand.
I'm not saying that. Let me make sure I say that for the record. I'm not saying that.
Right.
What I'm saying is that based on your philosophy of this stat stuff, you would say that Dak is a better quarterback at this point in his career than Drew Bledsoe, than Drew Brees. Why did I say Bledsoe?
I told you I would prefer Dak Prescott as my quarterback between those two. But let me ask you a question.
I thought you were joking when you said that. You really meant that?
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If you were in the postseason and you were a general manager or a team owner or a president of a team or a head coach, who would you want, Dak or Drew Brees?
I like Dak, but I think Drew Brees went down in the history of the NFL as the most efficient quarterback ever.
So you want
Drew
Brees.
They did is dink and dunk when they won that Super Bowl.
You want Drew Brees.
Yes.
In a game that matters, you want Drew Brees. Okay.
Yes.
Because he's won a Super Bowl and Dak hasn't. You just saw the numbers. Dak's a better player
I don't want him
statistically.
because they won a Super Bowl. The team won a Super Bowl. I want him because he's a better quarterback than Dak.
Yeah, let's move on, man. Let's move on. That's okay. Yeah. You said he's a better quarterback than Dak, but there's 2 stats that show that Dak was better than Drew. One was interceptions.
Right, but that's why we showed the meme because I wanted you to say that.
Right.
So I can contradict you.
Oh, so it didn't work out for you. That's why you keep bringing it up. Let's move on. Get over it, sir. It's okay. I'm consistent as fuck. I'm consistent.
Next one, Tree. From King versus Air. This alternate timeline is ruthless. Who's the first name you're removing? So all of these guys, okay.
Carmelo's got to go. Carmelo's got to go.
Sir, we agree.
Carmelo's got to go.
Now, we're still trying to figure out who the guy is in the very back. Tree, can you take us off so to make it a little bigger? I'm sorry.
Does it make it bigger? Does it make us bigger if she
It
takes
does
us
make
off?
it a little bit bigger when he takes.
You're
us
right,
off.
it does.
Yeah. The guy in the very back, I think that's an AI prank. Like, I don't know who that guy is.
So the guy in the front left is Tracy McGrady. That doesn't look like Tracy McGrady, right?
And that guy really doesn't look like Tracy McGrady. Everybody else
this is AI.
looks right, except for Tracy McGrady doesn't look like Tracy McGrady that much. And I don't know. I think the guy in the back is like a team manager or something. You can't name the guy in the back, right?
I cannot. And I can barely see that guy in the back also. However, I debated, after looking at this morning, I debated Melo and Harden. But I think I would rather Harden over Melo. And I'm a Nick guy.
Right.
I'm a Nick guy.
Sir, people give Harden a hard time, and I get it. No pun intended. They give him a hard time, sir. But for 3 years, James Harden was unstoppable. This ninja was averaging about 40 points for 3 years in a row.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Now, he ain't the greatest defensive player. He hadn't won a lot of stuff, and I get it. But as far as just one-on-one basketball player, and that's not what the game is. It's not one-on-one. I understand. But, sir, James Harden offensively was unstoppable for a couple of years, man.
I agree.
I'm not taking off Kyrie. You can't take off Reggie Miller because he's a legend. You can't take out Dwayne Wade. You can't take out none of these guys. The only choice would be Carmelo.
Shouts out to the great
Carmelo.
Shouts out to the great LSU Harris. Put that back up real quick, Tree, if you could. The great LSU Harris. Doug, you're saying that Drew Brees is a better quarterback than Prescott. You might need to say he's more reliable in a game that matters.
Okay.
That's a very good point, LSU Harris. That's a very good point.
Might be.
Thank you, LSU. Appreciate you playing.
LSU, what up, baby?
Yeah, I love Melo, man.
Wait, put it back up. Is that supposed to be Dame Lillard? That's what Rail's saying. Put it back up one more time, Tree. I don't think that's supposed to be Dame Lillard.
And Dame Lillard's not bigger than everybody else. He wouldn't be back there with LeBron and KD. He'd be up front with Kyrie Irving and AI.
I don't think
that's not Dame.
That's not Dame. No.
That's not Dame.
That's a darn AI prank.
Thank you for participating.
Guy in the back of Terrell sucks. Right. Exactly. All right. We got one more, Tree, and you're watching 2 Hours Students Experience.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
It comes down to the night, sir. Look what picket prices are going for, sir. Between $3,000 and $16,000 are what the tickets are going for tonight's national championship game.
My Lord.
I promise you that 90% of these tickets are being bought by Indiana fans because they've never, in the history of their organization or in their program, they've never been in this position. I bet you every Indiana resident in the history that's still living today is trying to go and see this game, man. They never thought they'd be in this position in their lifetime. They're buying tickets, sir.
I got a buddy that lives there. I got several buddies that live down there. One of them on the streets outside of the arena or the stadium on yesterday.
He doing Airbnb?
They faced, yes. Yeah. He literally rented a hotel for the last 2 weeks and has been Airbnb in his house and making a killing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He FaceTimed me to show me the crowd outside the stadium. Sir, it was packed with Indiana people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Burgundy and white.
Yeah.
Burgundy and white. Crimson and cream. Yeah, they're down there thick.
This is the most improbable national champ. If they win, they would have come from the furthest down in preseason ranking to winning the national championship than any other team in college football history.
I like Indiana a lot.
I like them too much. And as I mentioned, the only way that Miami's got a shot tonight, based on what I've seen out of these teams the last couple of weeks in particular, is if the defensive ends, Messidor, and what's the other guy name?
Bain Jr.
Bain Jr.
Bain is the Bruz.
They need to have at least 5 or 6 sacks tonight.
Sir, I
keep
disagree.
This thing close.
Well, I disagree.
Uh-huh.
Carson Beck on any given night could turn into Carson Beck. And if Carson Beck turns into Carson Beck, Indiana win this thing by landslide because Beck will give them the ball and throw a pick six, no questions asked.
Right. But we're talking about Indiana winning or losing.
Okay. All right. You're talking about one thing and I was talking about another. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was talking about, what's it going to take for Miami to win? Carson Beck plays for Miami.
Carson Beck can't turn into Carson Beck if Miami wants to win.
Okay.
And Miami can't do what they've done every game and get 60 to 90 yards worth of penalties because Indiana is not going to do that.
They play with grown-ass men with families.
Indiana's not going to get targeting penalties. Indiana's not going to hit guys out of bounds. Indiana's not going to get illegal procedures. Indiana's not going to get two guys moving at the same time.
Right.
They're not going to do that.
Right.
But Miami probably will. And if you had to get one of those scales that go up and down like this, if you put Cristobal on one scale and Cignetti on the other, the last two seasons has shown me that Cignetti's going to drop to the top and push Cristobal off. I like Indiana, man. But talent-wise, youthfulness, size, no question Miami's the specimen of a team.
Well, but that's the problem, though. Did you give the stat the other day in your watching the 2 Hours Tuesday experience? Did you give the stat about the age of Indiana's players?
Yes, that was me. That was a great stat. It was a great stat, and that was me. They got the oldest team in college football.
They got the oldest team in college football, so they're not going to make a bunch of mistakes. They're more mature.
Yep.
The Miami guys are a bunch of guys that are young and
dumb and
full of you know what?
Yeah.
Right.
Full of sperm.
So I don't know,
I'm so
man.
funny. I'm so funny.
I'm rooting for Miami. Obviously, I used to be a big Miami fan back in the day with the old U. I don't know. I haven't kept up with these guys a lot, but they don't have the same swagger like the old U used to have. So I'm not following them like that. But I'm hoping Miami wins. I just don't see it, man.
My
I
boy
just
said,
don't see it.
My boy said, I'm renting the house out, man, but if you can come down, I'll get a hotel room for you. Oh, man, I really appreciate that. But I'm going to watch that game at the crib.
In October of 2025, go ahead.
That was a good last 48.
And I want Tree
Look up, Doug.
I want Tree and Ollie to come on. In October 2025, a Pennsylvania's family cat, Ray, unexpectedly joined their road trip by clinging to the top roof of the van for 100 miles.
Not possible.
That's why I don't mess with cats.
But this is the reason why I'm asking y'all to come on. Tree, can you come on, please, Tree?
Unless you don't want to. If you don't want to, Tree, you don't have to now.
The question,
you can go on back if you don't want to be here. It's okay.
The question I wanted to ask the panel is, one, do y'all like cats? First of all, and it'll get to my second question. Do y'all like cats?
I think I was a cat in a past life.
What do you mean?
Cats are very entitled. I do believe this. Cats are like females. Dogs are like men.
So how many times have you seen a dog taking a piss? How many times have you seen a dog taking a poop? How many times have you seen a dog having sex? A la the man.
Many.
How many times have you seen a cat taking a piss? How many times have you seen a cat taking a poop? How many times have you seen a cat having sex?
That's why I'm saying it's a feline, femme. It's very much a woman. I don't like them in my house. I don't want them on my counters, hair flying no, I'm not a friend. I don't like cats, but I have cat-like behavior.
Here's another interesting fact about cats. Do you know that if their owner dies in their presence and is there for a period of time and no one finds the body of the deceased, you do know that the cats will eat the dead person, to survive?
Where'd you get this stat? Who told that stat?
Here we go.
Research, AI, Google.
It was going well.
I hate cats. I don't trust cats. Have y'all not seen those videos where the cat attacks somebody?
Yeah, they don't
nowhere, right? Like they go crazy. There's a video on social media with a little boy. He stepped on the cat's tail by mistake. It's like an 8-year-old boy. He stepped on the cat by mistake, walked away. There were 2 cats. The other cat saw him step on the cat's tail, stalked him, trailed him, stalked the kid for like 10 feet, and just attacked the kid and scratched the kid's face up and hit him in the face. I don't trust no goddamn cats.
When I come to Atlanta and I spend the night, I often stay with my little sister Morgan. I stay at her spot, and she's got a cat.
Does she?
Yes.
She doesn't even seem like.
I tell her all the time, if you have to leave in the morning and I'm still here,
take the cat.
Put the cat outside or close the door in your room and leave the cat in there.
Is the cat male
in this house
or female?
I think the cat is female, but the cat has hissed at me and done that to me several times. The cat does not like me. That's her person, and the cat don't like me spending the night at the house.
They're like not even distant relatives of tigers and jaguars. Think about it. Oh, that is a small tiger. It's a small tiger, man. We wouldn't just be all willy-nilly nice and hanging around tigers.
Well, we would if they didn't take us out of the jungle and bring us over here. We would.
Yeah. And there's some people that have pet tigers. Yeah, they're crazy.
Let me just say this. Cats are royalty. You always see them like in old Egyptian hieroglyphics and pictures and stuff. And while I don't like any animals in my house, I'm not like a hater of dogs or a hater of cats or birds, because birds will attack you too. You talking about cats attack. They just swoop down, like poop at your head. Anyway, I think that cats do represent more of a feline presence, and that's why I don't have an issue with them in terms of like being around. But they will sneak up on you. They're real like, but I do think I've heard. I do know I've heard. Okay, anyway.
They're sneaky.
All right, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie.
Ah.
All right, time for
these. So cats like boxes. I went shopping before going to Morgan's house, and I took the sneakers out of the box and had the box on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up like, oh, okay, the cat's not here. I picked up the box and I'm like, damn, I thought I took the sneakers out of the box. I opened the box, the cat jumps out.
Man, they're very evil acting.
I don't like them.
Very petty. It's very petty, man.
I had one before when I was younger, just because I was a little lonely, but quickly she had to go. Because I don't do, you're not gonna hide and then come out, or if I have company,
and they don't need us. They can. A dog needs you. A cat does not need you at all.
And a dog is loyal. While Morgan's cat is, maybe she's averse to you, she could turn on Morgan too at any minute.
Yeah, I don't trust no goddamn cats, and that's why the brothers always were right.
Quick story.
I don't trust the cat.
One of my best buds in college was C.J. Williams, running back for Georgia Tech, from West Point, LaGrange area.
C.J. Williams, that's a blast from the past.
Right. C.J. always had a cat, even in the dorm. He had a
dude?
Cat. A dude, right?
Yeah,
a dude.
See, that's the other thing.
And he would hold this cat. This cat would purr with CJ. This cat loved CJ. CJ loved this cat. And one day I'm like, hey man, CJ had a lot of girlfriends too. I said, hey man, you do know that you're the only man in the history of the world that I know that has a cat. He said, hey, man.
By himself. Now, a family would be different, but a single dude. He probably is.
A single dude with a cat.
Uh-huh.
I said, you're the only male that I know that has a cat. He said, hey, man, don't fault me for being good with pussy.
Can I get that drum roll? No.
Come on, studio audience. That was funny.
Doug, have you ever been licked by a cat?
No, I stay away from cats.
So you've never felt the tongue.
Whenever there's a cat in the vicinity, in the house, I'm leaving the house.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
I don't want to be around no goddamn cats. They freak me out.
They're evil. They're evil.
I just want one to lick you so you can feel what that feels like. It's interesting.
No.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get to these chat
Why
messages.
not?
Thank you. Why not?
Why not? Thank you, brother.
And I don't know for sure, but I think he might have left a donation in the pregame also.
Appreciate you, Why Not, so much,
you.
brother.
Thank you. We had a good pregame this morning. No trouble, no incidents. I got a lot of commentary about the behavior of the last situation. Shit was hilarious. Good morning, Melvin Eccles. Is Melvin Eccles going on the cruise?
I think he is. I think he is going on the cruise.
Mr. Eccles, thank you so much. Ryan, you ready? Happy King Celebration Day. I'm sure today's show will be great. Let's go, Tree, Arlie, and Doug. No black quarterbacks in the Final Four NFL teams. Shaking my damn head.
Wow.
Thank you, bro, man. We appreciate you, bro, man.
That was Melvin Eccles.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all music.
That's why I don't know why we were playing that song. But can you get a read? Can you get a read?
Shout out to you, Melvin. Bay 11 Towing. We appreciate you so much, man. Melvin, send us a song. You need to send us a song too.
Maybe trying to run.
447706949. Melvin promises two things. He is the proprietor of Bay 11 Towing in the metro Atlanta area. He's got several trucks. He promises you two things. One, you will not have to wait long when you call him and you are beside the road in a bind. That's one. He's going to get there quick, just like a cat. And number two, Melvin promises competitive pricing. He's not going to get to you and put your car in his truck and say, oh, yeah, you owe me $1,200. No. He's not going to do that to you. 447706949. We appreciate you, Melvin.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Melvin.
Loose neck. The actual retail price of Tyreek Hill's baby mama Nutsie is the $5,000 she has already been receiving.
Right.
And the Bentley and the other items don't count. I guess.
She took this man to court because the $5,500 a month was not enough. She wanted $38,000 a month. Shame on her. And shame on y'all for saying that she should get it.
Well, shame, I like her audacity. I didn't say I didn't know the whole story.
Luckily she got a judge that saw right through her shiggity.
From Osiris, thank you. Good morning. With Tyreek Hill's divorce, you see a common tension with men of means. It's not just support. It's wanting the same lifestyle, which I said, resources and status, without the man or the accountability that came with the marriage. But why did the marriage dissolve? Is anyone going to talk about that? What does that matter? It absolutely matters if you're a cheater.
And how much? So I
didn't sign up for you to cheat.
So what does cheating have to do with how much money I send you?
Right.
No.
How much money the kid gets, Doug? Make sure you correct that.
How much money does the kid get have to do with me cheating?
So first of all, that was the case. When I got divorced, I got money for me and I got money for Cameron because I deserve money for me.
I'm playing the devil's advocate here, okay? Why should you get money from your ex-husband?
Because I invested 20 years of my life.
He invested 20 years in you. So y'all even.
Because he made more money than me. And so I became
the breadwinner.
So what does him making more money than you have to do with anything?
So he was the breadwinner. Like Mary J. Blige is the breadwinner.
Wait a minute. No, I had a job also, Douglas. Right. You know that I worked for you. I've been doing what I've been doing the whole time. I never didn't work. Did I work as much? No, I did not have to. Not the kind of money he was making, but I enjoy working. Yes, Osiris said it's not just support, it's wanting the same lifestyle, resources, and status. And what I am saying is if I did not do anything to disrupt all of those privileges, then my situation financially should not drastically be uprooted. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Tree. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
It ain't like we gonna get married, Doug. You ain't gonna owe me no money, but this is what I think. How I
right. Evidently, a lot of women think like that. Like I've never understood that. We're not together anymore. Why should I pay you? Why should I pay? Why should you keep the same lifestyle if it's a different lifestyle?
And if I cheat, I should pay more. Stop
I don't
it.
make the laws. The state of Georgia made the
Right.
laws. If I didn't have
Right.
the evidence that I have living in this state, then I would have been fucked for real.
So keep that same energy when the breadwinner is a female and the male is getting paid. Keep the same
But
energy is all I'm saying.
I don't know Kendu and Mary's situation. I believe he was the
When
person.
you can prove adultery, oftentimes, because that's what my that's
Yeah.
what happened when I was going through my divorce. He said, if you can show, which I could have proved, but I didn't want to do that. I'm a different kind of woman. I don't want Ernest to take care of me. Take care of your child. You ain't got to, I couldn't live the same lifestyle. It wasn't going to happen for me. However, if I had been able or wanted to be like, oh, you were cheating on me, you were doing whatever, then yes, there is some and it's a short amount of time. I don't know how these women are
I only
getting
got 10
multiple
years.
years. I know people who've gotten 2 years to kind of get you on your feet, particularly if you didn't work, if you were a stay-at-home parent for one of your children. Kendu and Mary J's situation is different. That dude, she could prove he was cheating. He was taking her funds that she was working and paying for some other woman to live a lavish lifestyle, and I have to continue paying for this other woman. I don't think that's fair.
Wendy
That's all I'm
Williams,
saying.
too. She had the same situation.
Right. She could prove this dude over here laying up with this woman while we're married, taking marital funds, if you want to consider them, and paying for someone else. Then no, I should not have to keep you in the lifestyle you accustomed to. You accustomed to taking my money and paying for some other chick. That ain't what we gonna keep being accustomed to. No. But in the event, there are times where, okay, she didn't work. They told me not to work when Ernest was playing in the NFL. They said my entire check was gonna probably go to paying the taxes because they had such a high tax bracket. I did not work. I could have gotten 2 years of alimony. Yes, but I didn't take that. It was all good. I'm going to be straight.
You're a great woman, Arlie.
I am. That's why God going to bless me with a
God's
fabulous
still
man that's
blessing
gonna
me.
take care of me.
This probably been the best 10 years of my life.
Oh,
So
and I don't take anything from women like Tree who have
No,
had
I
the
don't think
opportunity to
you
take
are.
their money. I'm not saying it. I'm saying I opted not to because I didn't want the strings attached to all that. I didn't want to
But
tear
Doug
down my
does.
son's father. I didn't want to do any of that kind of stuff.
So,
I needed him to be in a good place so that because they talked about that. If your parents are in a good place, your kids end up in a good place. That's what
I heard everything everybody was saying, and the only reason why I brought this up this morning was because I want y'all to keep the same energy when these women got to pay these men. If
But
y'all are
if-
so if y'all
But
are
did
so
you hear
adamant
what
about,
she said
I
about
heard
Kendu and
Mary.
Mary?
Everything. Ollie's one of my best friends in the world. I know her whole story. I understand all that. I get it. But keep the same energy when a court says, "Hey, you are the breadwinner. You got to give him X amount." Just keep the same energy.
But I don't agree if and I don't know Tyreek, and I didn't look into the story yet, but I don't know if he was cheating, if he was abusive, whatever. I don't think she should be going back. I don't think anybody needs $30,000 a month.
And that's another point.
yeah.
How
If it's not
dare
being
you
regulated.
How dare you ask me for more? Okay, I get you wanting more, but you want from 5 to 38,000? That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
Let me say this. Let me say this from a perspective of a man. And this is great because this is a guy show and we got some women perspective. That's great. From the perspective of a man, that whole notion of keeping the same lifestyle, we don't get that. Okay, we're getting divorced. Why do you think you're supposed to have the same lifestyle?
Right.
You want to get divorced. Well, go ahead and do it.
But let me say this.
And
like
you have your lifestyle with us not together. It's different. Why do you expect to
But
keep
like
the
Tree
same
said,
lifestyle?
it depends on the reason. If you were abusive,
I
or if
was
you were doing something,
sideswiped.
you were cheating, if something like that, and we got to get divorced, it was not my doing. I think you do owe the woman, if it's the man, whichever one, owes somebody at least 2 years, 3 years, depending on how long y'all were together, to get me back on my feet. I got to get back into the job market. I got to do a bunch of stuff I had not had to do.
Understood.
Married to you.
Understood.
That's what I'm saying. And I will keep that same energy for women and men. What I don't like is if the man or woman, whichever one, is cheating. Now I got to pay for you to go continue. I'm not doing that. That's not fair.
Ollie, real quick, you missed this early this morning when we started this whole conversation. His ex-wife went to go get a $198,000 Bentley, but she want more money.
I'm sorry, you can't. That's not.
Stop it.
You got to get a car you can afford now without me.
Right.
If we decided together to split, to break up, then you understand everything that comes with that. You should understand everything that comes with that. We're not together anymore. Why do you expect to live the same lifestyle that I was providing? You don't want me.
Was saying. That's what Osiris was saying. He was saying these women want this same lifestyle. Minus, it's like your parents. I want my mom and dad to take care of me, but I don't want to listen to they saying. I don't want to have no accountability. You can't have both.
You can't have it both
still
ways.
be divorced from me.
You don't want to stay with me, right?
Right. It can't.
I don't get it.
I didn't live the same life. My ex-husband has a far better whatever than I do. And that's okay.
Dog. I could not get married to anyone until the 10 years was up also, or it would stop.
Yep.
I didn't find anybody that I would want to marry at that time. Doug, I would like
you did, I bet you would have put them on hold. Right, Tree? Would you put them on hold if you found somebody else, Tree?
I was dating someone for a long time that could have taken care of me the same way that I was taken care of before, but I just
divorced and you didn't marry him.
Tree, before I cut you off, you said, but Doug something.
Douglas, I would like you to have some grace and just imagine. And I don't, this isn't so you can, this isn't a sad story. My story, I am living. Okay. But to come home one day and get a phone call from someone else's husband and then find out that you don't want to be in this anymore. You believe that I should now go, and I did downgrade quite a bit, but you don't think that I should be assisted after 20 years in a marriage when I did not do anything to, garner the behavior. You don't think that I shouldn't get anything. You are calling me out saying, I don't know. You just seem like you have a lot of disdain for how I feel about it. But I feel this way because I lived it.
This has nothing to do with you.
Talking about that woman coming back and asking for more money.
This has nothing to do with you, Tree. We're not talking about anybody on this platform.
But Douglas, in my case, do you agree that I should have gotten everything that was entitled to me? Not everything that I could, but what was entitled to me.
I think you should answer that question only after you have the full facts. If you answer, it's going to come across one way, then it shouldn't. So what you got was what that's my opinion.
I think I gave him all the facts.
Oh, okay. Well, the rest of us don't have it, so I'm scared to hear what he's gonna say.
Well, you got more facts than anybody in here.
Real quick. The reason why I brought this up is because whenever we talk about a man asking for or receiving alimony, women flip their lids. And all I started off this whole thing by saying was keep the same energy when it's the man getting the alimony. That's all I said. I didn't say this was wrong, that was wrong. I didn't say you were skis. I didn't say none of that. I just said keep the same energy when a judge says pay that man. That's it. Okay.
I will try to say this. I try to be fair across the board. So if a woman is doing something crazy and think we're going to stay married, and then as a man, I have to divorce you. No, you're not going to get the same lifestyle. You chose different. Same with a man. If you out here running these streets and you want this same energy and I'm the breadwinner, no, Ninja, I'm not giving you nothing.
Look at Rail. Look at Rail. It's your guy, Tree. Am I accustomed to getting Nucy for 20 years? Do I still get Nucy after divorce? No.
You didn't want it. No,
that was the first thing my grandmother told me when I was getting a divorce. She said, "But don't be over there.
So you
cousins they be laying up afterwards."
You expect to not be in the marriage, but expect the same privileges that come with the marriage.
But I can't get the Nucy.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's not her situation.
I'm saying in general. Any situation.
No.
Women, not nobody on this platform. No. Women.
I make $1 million a year. I make $1 million a year. Okay, you sit at home. Yeah, your lifestyle gonna change. Guess what? You're gonna have to go out and get a job. Whatever your job provides you is what you get because you didn't want to be married anymore.
But I think there needs to be
not being married anymore. Go ahead.
I think there needs to be a segue in it. You can't just because most of the time it comes home and it's a surprise, as Tree just mentioned. Like, I didn't know we were about to get divorced. I'm not prepared to go out and get a job today. So I need some support until, because if I am not in my good place, if a mama or a daddy in bad places, your children, it's going to continue to trickle down. You have to have everybody in the same place.
Hey, ladies, keep that same energy.
Keeping it.
If you weren't married and you were living off your husband's income, say some professional athlete or whatever, then if you agree to or want to get the divorce, then part of that is understanding you have to go get a job.
But
you can't expect to get paid every month from alimony or child support. Well, you should. Child support should go for the kid. But you shouldn't expect alimony to keep coming in because you don't want to go get a job like somebody who's not married to a millionaire.
You're absolutely right. But in the event that I did not propose this situation, Buddy comes home. Buddy's like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. But I do. Now we fighting because I don't want to get a divorce. He does. He's not going to want to give me nothing anyway because he didn't want to be here. I have a friend who right now is like, I want out and I'm going to make sure she's straight so I can get out without issue.
And that's the grown thing to do. I think the adult thing to do. But
thank you, ladies. That was great.
Bye.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie.
Keep that same energy, ladies.
All right, we hijacked the show like that lady did in church last week.
Energy, ladies. That's all I'm saying.
From Loose Next Side, all the talking we did about Stefanski as a show. Thank you, Stefanski as a show just for him to be coming to Atlanta. Yeah.
That's the point we made earlier.
Did
we
not
never
see that
considered that
Right,
Stefanski
no.
would be the new head coach, man.
Not one person mentioned that.
And
dude's
all of
making
the
his
talk
job.
about Raheem, the organization, Matt Ryan, we
Hey,
need a new coach.
I'm not going to say this person's name, but my LB, who's a huge Falcons fan, shouts out to the Tricky Trey from DK Claude. I'm not going to say names. He calls me, and the first thing he says is, hey, bro, I'm not talking about Stefanski. I said, bro, we talk sports every day we talk. What do you mean you're not talking? I know what you're going to say, and all I'm saying is I want to wait to see what happens. When the season gets here, then I'll talk about it. Oh, I see you, super fan. Stop it. Stop it.
From Osiris, thank you so much. Black Twitter went crazy over the Falcons hiring Kevin Stefan. How do you say it? Stefanski.
Yep.
Thank you. It just reinforces what we always say. When these guys fail, they don't fail out, they fail up. True.
Yeah.
Different
How do you
rules,
fail up?
same results.
The man got a better job and had a worse record than Raheem the last couple of years.
Jeff Street, one of my favorite
Thank you,
bloody
Osiris.
side bros, I think he's 94 side chapter. He said, black folk are the only people that truly fall down.
Yes.
When them other folks fall, they somehow fall up. How does that happen?
Hey, man, we had the number one sports talk
We
radio
don't
show
think
in
we can follow
America. We still falling right now. We still trying to grab the sides of the wall. The Mickey Fickies that were our counterparts, or even on the same station that did the same things that had way less numbers as us, they're still thriving.
All of them still working, man.
All of them still working. All of them still thriving. Like they never skipped a beat.
Nope.
We are literally falling like the upside down on Stranger Things. We still trying to grab the sides of the walls to stop our goddamn fall.
And there's a black station that talks sports in the ATL, and they gave those dudes jobs as well. Didn't even they talk with us just to, I don't know, do a favor for our agent. Maybe.
It was like the Rooney Rule. It was the Rooney Rule.
Yeah, we'll bring the students in 2 or 3 times. But we're gonna hire the counterparts. I'm sorry.
I hate it. Just presented itself with the point you made. Is
Right.
why I
Fall
brought
up.
up the whole
They-
comparison with
they-
us.
they fall up.
Fall up. They
They
fail
fall
up.
Yep.
Lots of times.
From Loose Next Side, Arlie's car is tired.
Whoa out. Whoa out. Whoa out.
Thank you, Loose Neck.
Appreciate
From
you,
Loose
Loose Neck.
Neck Side again. Arlie put it out there. She will be sleeping. So when I saw this at first, I was like,
No.
did she say did he say with Doug?
No,
But she means after
I made the comment that
after her report.
she should be able to go to get some rest, and you're gonna ask her to come back and do something, which is what he did, and she
Anyway.
did. She obliged.
Thank you, Tiffany Poodle in Portland. Missed the cruise Zoom meeting. Is there a recorded link? I don't check email. Drink packages.
Arlie recorded it, didn't you, Arlie?
She did.
Yeah, send it to
Drink
Tiffany
packages must be bought by both roommates. Everyone
Tiffany
allowed.
Poodle in Portland. 2 different Tiffany's. We got Tiffany Poodle in Portland and Tiffany Sports and Heels. I thought it was the other.
Isn't that the same person?
No, it's 2 different
Okay.
people.
Everyone's allowed 1/5. So I need 4 folks to bring a champagne aboard. I'm not bringing nothing. I'm just showing up. I hope I got the right package. I think I did. I don't know. I don't even see a receipt.
I got to
in my little
confirm
app.
something with the package. before
Well,
I
I
buy.
got the. I'm going to talk to Arlie about it, but I think there's another Zoom meeting soon.
Mhm.
Arlie will announce that. From One Jade for thank you for your donation. The Bills have possum luck. Never going to win the Super Bowl.
One of the greatest stats in sports history. These jokers went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost. You talk about running into a buzzsaw with the Cowboys in the 90s.
Right? They had to beat Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmett, and Moose Johnson in that defense.
What kind of luck is that? That's possum luck.
Incredible.
He's exactly right.
Incredible.
They had their best teams during an era with probably one of the greatest assembled team ever.
Ever.
From Sean Mims, good morning. Sean, they've been talking about you, and not the guys, but the people, saying you're happy about the hire. Dak got a lot of garbage yards when he was behind.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
He's happy with Stefanski.
Thank you, Sean.
Stefanski. I've definitely been saying Stefanski. That's the Michigan.
Well, tomato. It's okay, Tree. Tomato.
I want to do things in with decorum. Brother Man, good morning.
Brother Man. Thank you, brother man. What up?
What up, though? Doug, Ryan, Arlie, Tree. Happy MLK Day. Have a wonderful week, family.
Thank you, brother man.
Too, brother man.
We appreciate
Thank
you,
brother man.
Thank you so much.
Hey, man. This smile on my face is genuine, brother man. Thank you,
brother
man. And none of the money
Appreciate
that you send will go to the drink package for the cruise. It all goes back to the platform, brother man. Thank you.
From Loose Neck Side, I had a cat that walked around judging me. Yeah,
Yes,
very
they do.
much.
That
They
is
have
very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Entitled. This my shit.
Right,
all
yep.
that.
And then they'll scratch your eyeballs out
Royalty,
if y'all
though.
disagree.
Rel Scott, thank you. My job doesn't care who had a dream. They said, get in here and on time. Had to use PTO today.
Good for you, Rel. Use the goddamn PTO. Now with them people at your job. You ain't working on Martin Luther King's birthday.
I was a little confused. Did the diaper rash Don take the holiday away, or is it gone?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Or is
I
it,
think he did take it away.
Yeah. I mean,
so
but
all
it's
the
still-
federal
it's-
people are at work?
Probably.
My kids are home. The holiday is still being observed. However, I don't think it's a law and or rule or has to be honored anymore.
It's
Okay.
I think what happened is because he runs the because he's in charge of federal government, those things he could control. It is still a legal holiday because it was voted on by the people, except for in Arizona where they decided they didn't want it as a national holiday. They
They
fought
didn't
it.
want it in the first place.
Right, they were the ones.
Right.
But the federal leadership can say you don't have to honor it, but it's still a holiday on the books. He took away Juneteenth too, and another holiday. I can't think, one of them other holidays he done took it away too. Not took it like take it, but we're not honoring it nationally.
There'll
like
be
the federal
nothing
holiday.
happening
Yeah,
down.
the parks won't be
yeah.
open and you get in free. Like there were a lot of perks to the holidays or something, and that's out.
I
As
hate
long as
him.
he's in office, he gonna die. It's okay.
I hate him so much.
She said,
When?
win.
I mean, y'all have seen
Sorry.
the video of the
That's not
it's
nice.
this doctor and saying that Trump's got between 2 and 4 months to live, he thinks, based on,
But
what
they've been saying that for 2, 3,
No,
4,
no,
5,
no.
6 months.
Yeah,
Did you
he
see the
can-
video? I sent it to our mother. I'm gonna send it to everybody else. This is a
Uh-oh.
legitimate doctor saying that he think Trump, because of his
Man.
medical issues he's having, but
He's
he
somebody
got
trying to
between
get-
2 and 4. Go ahead.
He's somebody trying to get clicks, man, and that's a great way to get clicks. That's
Well,
a great
you
way for
think-
people
you
to get your
you think a
videos.
certified doctor would make something up like this?
I think people like clicks, and they need to promote their business by getting clicks. That's what I think. It ain't got nothing to do. If you talk about that dude and something stupid that he's doing or him dying, you're gonna get clicks.
Okay. I'll send it to y'all. We'll let y'all check it out.
Jay
For more
like
clicks.
JY3162 enjoyed the cat talk. Now, one thing about you, so Scorpios are birthers in general. They
What does that
birth
mean?
greatness.
Okay. Yeah.
Your sign. And so while the story number 4 is always, very interesting, it goes over very well. Jay
Thank you,
said
Tree.
he liked it.
Thank you,
He
Tree.
enjoyed it. The cat talk. From Loose Neck Side. Arlie took them glasses
Only
off.
cat, man. We had a cat at our grandmother's house. You probably don't remember the cat at our
It
grandmother
was,
and
it was a
grandfather.
great cat that had stripes. I remember the cat.
Yeah, the cat's name was Tiny. And I hated Tiny, man, at 7 years old.
They're different, man. And like
because
all
he was bigger
animals,
than you.
and all,
That's funny, Tree.
and all
I
animals,
don't know what came up.
Right.
all
I don't
animals-
expect that from you, Tree.
Playing with me all day.
all animals can sense fear and dislike in humans too. It's a sixth sense that they have.
Yes,
Mm.
horses too.
Right. So
You can't be nervous around them.
right. You see the
Gotta
cat and say,
buck.
"Oh, I'm scared of that cat. That cat's going to scratch me." The cat is like, "I need to watch this ninja. I may have to scratch him."
Right.
So
Buck.
yeah. So I mean, you've really got to be able to just stay monotone and stay off the radar with them, or they will keep their eyes on you. Like, I got to watch this ninja.
The cat's name
Cats are very spiritual.
was Tiny. Never forget Tiny, man.
Loose neck, yes. I noticed Arlie's also they were doing this when she came to discuss the divorce situation.
Took her glasses off.
She took them off. We are so
She mean business.
blessed
if
to
she take
have
glasses
legal
off.
counsel in this place.
Thank you,
Earl
Hollywood.
McDowell, please don't listen to anything this nigga says about me. Since Brian will be out this Thursday, Classic Stew will return next week.
Thank you,
We'll
thank
play
you, Earl
some
McDowell.
PTSD.
Thank you, Earl. Thank you,
We'll
Earl.
play some Doug Stewart Show classics. I
Earl,
got it.
thank you very much, Earl. And Earl, it's okay, Earl. We're moving forward, even though the relationships are not. It's okay, Earl. We're figuring it out. It's okay.
Is this the brother man again?
Damn. Thank you, brother man. Thank you, brother man. Keep the lights on.
Brother
Go
Man
ahead.
says, as a child of divorce, then as a father who had primary custody of their child who still had to pay
Child support.
child support. Oh, that's interesting. This is a very nuanced conversation. It is, but in a lot of cases, it's about separating wealthy black men from as much money as they can.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, and maybe you tuned into the show late, I paid
Thank you,
child
brother
support
man.
for my oldest daughter 21 years. Had
Well,
no
this-
problem with it at all. Never missed a payment. Absolutely never missed a payment.
And sent extra all the time.
And sent extra all the time. My whole solution to the child support issue or debate is have the mother keep receipts and give and put it on a itemized ledger, and that's what the husband should pay every month for the child. Why am I paying for you? We're not together anymore. Why do you feel like you need to get $30,000 in this case we were talking about earlier? Why do you think you should get $38,000 when all it takes to take care of the child is $5,000?
Because
That makes sense.
The United States of America offers child support and alimony.
So,
There's
but you're abusing the
So-
system. Anything over $5,000 to take care of that child, and you putting it in your pocket.
So I don't know if
We're
and I
not
don't
married
wanna-
anymore.
I don't want to bring this up again.
Go ahead.
I don't know if Tyreek's situation was please keep in mind there is child support, which I got child support for Cameron, but I also got alimony. So I don't know
I
enough
understand
about
that. I'm talking about child support. Why
Okay.
when it takes $3,000 a month to feed and house and clothe this child takes $3,000 a month? Why do you think you deserve 10?
She
From
wanted
you-
38. She wanted to go from 5,500 to 38.
why was it 5,500 in the first place, I wonder. And was that for her child support or her alimony? We don't know.
It probably was the 55 off of his first contract because his second contract was like over $100 million. So she probably was like, oh, okay, he getting more money now. I'm going to get broke off more.
From Loose Next Side, Sean McDermott found out what happens when you don't listen to the Two Live Stews.
What was he referring to? Sean McDermott.
That's the coach of the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, the Buffalo Bills coach. Right, exactly.
He's been fired. John Dingle says he's been fired.
Oh, they fired him?
Wow.
Oh,
That explains nobody sent me.
Thank you,
Y'all
John.
got my number.
Thank you, John. Thank you,
McDermott?
John.
Send me that information.
I didn't see that coming. As a matter of fact, that's not one of the coaches. I consider on the hot seat.
Producer friends.
The
Wow.
Buffalo Bills fired head
Real.
coach Sean McDermott on Monday, according to multiple reports. The Bills lost in the divisional round to the Denver Broncos.
Another job.
So that one play, because they were in field goal range if they had given the reception
well,
to Cooks.
sir, this is not a debate. I'm not trying to be difficult or argue with you, but winning and losing never comes down to one play.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Your boy Allen, we mentioned earlier. Allen had 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions.
Yep.
Absolutely didn't come down to that. But in that scenario, they're probably going to kick the field goal if they gave him the catch, and they were going to win. He keeps his job.
Yep.
I didn't think that was even a question that he would keep his job.
Wow.
Oh, they just sent it. They just sent this at 9:45. So, okay.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you for producing the show.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
From Julius, we're finishing these up. We got 22. Let's go. What's the over and under? All the racists will use Dr. King's quote today.
Right, exactly.
I started that because of what Ryan said about his friend and trying to explain to her, no, don't call me boy, and why.
I sent you guys some Dr. King quotes that wasn't from the I Have a Dream speech. There's another side to Dr. King that a lot of people don't ever talk about because they don't want people to know how aggressive he wanted everybody to be, how militant he was actually behind what was going on in the world. I shared that with y'all.
Anyway.
Oh, all right.
They killed him anyway for not being he wasn't allowed, he's not being his whole militant PE self. And they still killed him.
Yep.
Well, but they killed him allegedly because he was about to start being his PE self with the garbage, with the garbage workers.
Yep.
Triple Platinum Batmite says he had to break the habit of saying "what up" with your boy once he got old enough to understand the subtext. And we thank you. And we thank you that we don't have to educate Nordics. It's not our job to educate. Thank you. I'm tired of that shit. Stefanski
Yes,
is the beneficiary of the same play. My eyes want to say something else. Black coach builds the team, gets them going in the right direction, gets fired, and the white man comes in and gets the credit for future success.
You know what? I thought about this last night when they showed.
Thank you, Till Dog.
When they showed the brother that coached the Patriots last year, 1 year, and they fired him.
Yes.
And Mike Vrabel comes in the very next year with essentially the same players, and it has a chance to go to the Super Bowl. And I can't remember guy's name right now. He was there for 1 year. The guy last year, he was there for 1 year, former player, and they struggled. They got him out. They bring in Vrabel, and Vrabel's about to possibly
Gerard Mayo, former player.
Come on, memory. There you go.
What he got ran out after 1 year. If he would have stayed, would he have been doing the same thing Vrabel's doing right now?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But they're going to talk bad about him like he was the worst coach and he did all of this, that. But you're right. We're never going to know, but it just looks bad. It looks like he was inept and he didn't know what he was doing, but that may not be the case. Vrabel just fell into a perfect position.
Deanna, as a woman who goes against the grain in this space often, you're very brave for this. She says the minority. She does think that we are overhyping our nephew, and she never thought he was a first-round draft pick. Thank you, Deanna.
We saw this one earlier.
For the record, Deanna, you didn't say nothing wrong.
No,
you didn't say nothing wrong. We're not arguing with you about that point, and you get to feel how you feel. I know other people that are really big sports folks that feel the same way. You didn't cross no lines, Deanna.
Osiris, at this point, they might as well call them the Buckhead Falcons.
Yeah.
Osiris.
I've seen some stuff on social media where they said boycott the organization. That's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, a lot of
people
that I know,
saying it in here.
A lot of people that I know are giving up their PSLs and their season tickets.
A lot of people are mad. They are mad, and I get it, but I don't think it's going to get to the point where
it's a boycott.
You don't think we
black
can do
people in this
target
town
numbers?
are going to say, huh?
You don't think Jamal Bryant can come in and do some more
Now
target?
Jamal Bryant come in and push this effort. It might happen. You damn got Target about to close their doors, allegedly.
Osiris says, don't be surprised if Stefanski brings in Dylan Gabriel as a backup quarterback.
No, that's just too much.
Now
he's trying to rub it in if he do that.
Better not.
Now he's trying to rub it in if he brings Dylan Gabriel with him. surprised to sign Dylan Gabriel. That's
You better
just too
brace
much.
yourself because anything's possible. The Falcons GM always have their hands tied. I think Arthur is the GM and Matt is just the face. There's no way Terry chose Kirk Cousins and then drafted Penix on his own.
Exactly.
Matt Herndon from Detroit, what up?
What up, Doe?
Javon 3300. AD Rock from the Beastie Boys pushed for Russell Simmons to hire LL. Simmons wasn't impressed at first.
Well, the clip that we showed earlier
Probably
was
intimidated.
interesting for a lot of reasons, but one in particular that we didn't talk about is, you remember in the clip, Jam Master Jay was reaching like he was about to pull out a gun and shoot LL because he told him, like, we're not doing any more auditions.
Right, we're done today. You got to come back. Right.
And then he dies by gun violence.
Ironic.
Irony.
Well, we
Art
are
imitates
creative.
life. Art imitates
From
life.
Rick Rub, I'm sorry, from Till Dog 12. Rick Rubin was a diabolical producer. He put DMC, Beastie Boys, and LL on. And didn't he take a lot of their money?
I'm not sure about that.
And he still gets a lot of love in the hip hop community.
From Maurice Bird, the Matt Ryan and Stefanski hires were a gentrification move.
I told
absolutely
y'all.
to appease a certain part of the fan base.
Y'all just remember
Absolutely.
who lost. Y'all just remember
But
who
is
lost their
that part
mind
of-
last week.
But is that part of the fan base stronger than this part? It doesn't ever look like it when I go out there.
Yeah.
That dome is filled with this, and the baseball stadium's filled with that. That dome is filled with this.
Thank you. I don't know how that is
Man,
going to work.
and I know people heard us saying this earlier in the show, think that we're exaggerating. You come to a Falcons movie, it's damn near like a Tarzan movie.
It's like
I'm telling you, seriously.
HBCU homecoming. I mean,
It's like HBCU homecoming every weekend. Is ninjas as far as you can see.
Starting at Northside Drive, where that curve starts, and going on down to Allen Iverson. Iverson.
And the tailgate experience is much different as well.
Ivan Allen. Thank you.
Yes, Ivan Allen.
Did y'all hear? Oh, sorry.
We literally turned tailgates into a party with a DJ.
Read
Like,
this one,
I've
Tree.
never been anywhere else where, well, I think a lot more places and stadiums and fans are doing it now. But before I came to Atlanta and saw a DJ break out his equipment and pull up a power source and plug it up and we busting rap music all day and all night long before and after the game. I had never seen that before.
Our tailgates were epic for about a decade. Please read this one, Tree. This is a great one.
Javon 3300. Did y'all hear or read the James Harrison's comments about Mike Tomlin not being Hall of Fame worthy?
Yes.
I heard that. I haven't seen the comments.
Here's-
Go ahead.
There's
the
all kind
comment.
of AI going around about him too.
Well, I don't think it's
Cheating.
AI. I do. There is AI going around about him cheating and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true, but the James Harrison stuff, I keep telling folks, there's no bigger space that's testosterone driven than the meeting room, the locker room in a football field. Everyone is alpha males. Everyone. And Trey, I disagree because I submit to what y'all want to do every day, all day.
Ooh,
Whatever.
submit.
Hey,
Whatever.
I gotta go.
Okay,
So,
let's just
when
go
it comes
ahead.
to James Harrison, he may have said those things that people think are contradictory and bad for Mike Tomlin, but we have no idea of the relationship between coach and player.
Right.
I have coaches that I hate to this day. And James Harrison may not be a Tomlin guy because of his personal situations with Tomlin in Pittsburgh. He gets to say what he wants and what he feels because it's his life.
Deanna says she doesn't think a lot of the black fans appreciated having Raheem here.
No, we didn't. We wanted to win, and so we didn't care who was bringing the
Right,
win.
thank
That was
you.
our
But
issue.
not we didn't want this.
We didn't want this. It's like,
No.
give me my choices. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think the other issue with my issue with Raheem being let go of, I always understood. I know in education, I know it's different in sports, but it's similar in that you need time to build what you're doing. And I think he needed one more year. I always heard it was 3 years, and then you could give yourself a chance to kind of roll around. You didn't do it in the third year. We got to let you go. That seems fair. 2 years. Who else gets just 2 years? Like, who else has just gotten 2 years?
I've said forever that 2 years on a 5-year deal isn't fair. 2 years on a 4-year deal isn't fair. Give them more than half of the time to get it right.
Absolutely. If mid-season next year, then you're like, we still going in the same old direction. You started off rough, you picked it up, then maybe we'd be better. I just didn't think he should have been let go.
Ray Rose in Detroit, Ray Rose in Green Bay, black coach, 1 year, out of here. But it's not just the black coach thing in Atlanta, because the numbers say that off the blank hires and fires coaches every 2.4 years.
Yes. But that last one we had, Smith, I think it came from the family, the FedEx family. When I realized that's where he came
Arthur
from.
Smith.
And he only played like at a Occidental college for, outside linebacker. I was like, well, but I realized somebody married somebody. It was a whole little, let me hook you up with family. They're just trying to get making generational wealth, honestly.
And guess what up? I got a few businesses over here. I hire people that I'm comfortable with.
Yep.
That's a part of business. When people are running something or they own something and they have to hire others, they tend to hire people that they know and that they trust to get the job done.
But I just think it's unfortunate they got so much money that it doesn't even matter if you playing with other people's little people that have PSLs and all that kind of little stuff. It costs us to be it costs us to come see you play. Yeah. It costs us when we buy this TV and this packaging and stuff, and then you just give us your ASS to kiss. No, I'm so mad.
Welcome,
Stefanski.
East Point made me first time I've seen you. Arthur Blank only hires people he can bully. Falcons GMs don't have real GM power. Good coaches ain't coming. Thank you for your commentary today. Welcome to the Two Live Stews experience.
I was hoping we get boy from Pittsburgh, Tomlin. That was like, that'd be so awesome. I said, but we're not gonna get 2 back-to-back colored boys, and 2, because it's time they got to interchange. Time for us to get some color that we like, and then. But I just wasn't thinking Stefanski. I saw that, I was like, what I sent Ryan, I was hoping it was a joke or something.
I thought it was a joke too. I asked Kayla, is this for real?
Good one, Tree. This is a good one right here.
Doug hating on Caleb for his nails is like Ralph Stewart hating on Dougie for his earrings, and he's not here to hear that.
He's listening wherever he's listening, and
he ain't here no way. Even if he was
when he ridiculed Caleb for those nails, I told him that ain't got nothing to do with football. What that dude dressed like, how he decides to carry himself, ain't got nothing to do with football. That dude's a beast.
That triple platinum bat might. The NFL has confused us all about what a catch is. Imagine if that Cooks play had happened on the playground. The fist fight, who would decide who caught that one?
Yep. I did catch it. It is
Dr. Shonda, I agree. Damn, I wish he was here. His energy is giving bitter. Doug sounds bitter. Doug, are you saying even if the guy cheated, she still deserves nothing because she didn't want to stay?
Doug never said she.
I don't think he said that, but his energy around all of this is.
I think most men are once holding in their pocket. They just want what's in their pocket. I remember when mine started, it was a really insulting number of what he was like, okay, so I give, but of course I didn't want to stay. That's part of the reason why I didn't take. It's very different. Every situation is nuanced. And like Ryan said, I believe in keeping that same energy, but if you cheated, I ain't about to be getting good energy for nothing. Bring me my money.
Loose Neck said Sean Mims volunteered to work to leave.
It's okay, Sean. You can work today.
Sean, we appreciate you, Sean.
We do appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay, finishing up. Getting your nails and hair done for another ninja to enjoy. Fuck that.
That's right. I don't want nobody being able to say I went and got something that was not. Yeah. That's if you date somebody these days.
Ryan,
these dudes paying for stuff.
Take it away.
Also, what if the husband is...
I was thinking Ryan was glitching. I was like, what is happening?
Cheating with another woman that's paying him. So in essence, what if the husband is cheating, but he's bringing something to the table because the woman that he's cheating with is taking care of some of them household duties?
Well, we all gonna stay together. Let's just all stay together.
We all gonna stay together.
And somebody tried that too. I can just live down there. Because, down there was a whole other house, too. No, sir.
Not.
I'm going to get in my car and bust out. Last one, Julius 29C. Guys, it's called WI
hires. White, entitled, incompetent.
Ooh.
No, I get them people. I get them people hiring people they're comfortable with, but don't hire no comfortable loser.
No.
Just don't hire no. If you look over his record and what he's recently done, he has lost. Why would you want that? What makes you think that is going to be good for you in this city if it wasn't good for them in that city?
Well,
it doesn't make any sense.
Well, let me say this. I will say, I can't remember who the player is, but I remember a guy talking about how he played. It was a basketball. He went from one team. He was horrible. I mean, he was struggling, not the coach, but a player. Went to the Grizzlies and he was like a superstar. And it had to do with coaching and location, all that stuff. So that happens sometimes. So perhaps he'll come here and play. But until he apologizes for the way he acted with Shador, I ain't got nothing for him. I don't care if Shador was a fifth. I don't care if he was a no-round draft pick. The way he handled him sucked.
I started this conversation by saying this hire may ultimately be off the blank's best. However, it's the dumbest hire today that we've ever seen.
I think
it doesn't make any sense.
I think he's about to be like we found Zell Miller to be. Once he was a Democrat, then he went to being a Republican when he was going through his what is it called? No, it wasn't cancer. He had when you got derangement. Dementia. I think I was a derangement. That's not it. I think all the blanks are showing signs. I know derangement. That's what it feels like.
Well, that's where the president of operations need to say, Mr. Blank, I don't want to co-sign on this hire.
But that don't mean
that's Matt Ryan's job. His job is to be the president of football operations.
I was in the back in the green room when we heard Matt Ryan. That was just last Thursday. He just got this job. Now y'all hiring this fool. Matt Ryan, they all trying to just make generational wealth for their friends because they feel like their fragility is cracking and they like, we got to make sure we straight, buy everything, do everything, keep these ninjas from coming to get what's rightfully ours.
Hey, Arlie. Tree, you both get an A+ today. Outstanding job. Thank y'all so much for all that you've done. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Outstanding job. Outstanding show. Arlie Tree, great job. Damn it, we really appreciate it. Everybody in the chat that took the time and the patience and the opportunity to bless us with super chat, thank you. Y'all make a difference. And trust me, if y'all wouldn't do what y'all have done when it comes to them super chats, I don't know if we still be here 2 years later. Thank y'all. Y'all make a difference. Y'all have blessed us to make this a reality. And we're going to keep on keeping on till we get back into total domination. Regular chatters, thank y'all very much. You get an A+. Really appreciate y'all. Doug is gone. He gets an A+. Outstanding job, Doug. That's all applause he gets. To everybody that calls, texts, subscribes, likes, and pass the word, thank you very much. Y'all get an A+ too. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. Don't forget about In the Huddle with your guy, Joe Hamilton, this Wednesday. He and I will be doing that show around 12 o'clock. Tons of sports topics to get into. We'll dig a little bit deeper than Doug and I did on all these topics that we've hit today. Can't wait for that show. Really excited about it. Like and subscribe to that show as well. And y'all enjoy the holiday. Today's MLK Day. Find a way to give, find a way to uplift, find a way to help somebody. That's all Dr. King was trying to do. Wanted a better world for the world, not just for his people, but for everybody, but for his people especially. Peace, y'all, man. Thank y'all very much. We'll see you on Thursday. Peace. Peace.